We live, we live, we live, we live, we live. We in action. Let's get it. We live, we live, we live. Who that to you? We live. We gonna get to this debate. Niggas been running their mouth. Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talking a lot of crap. Lot of crap, man. Lot of crap. Shout out my nigga. Hey, Rated all sports debates, man. My guy Mook, it brought like I said, people don't want to hear when somebody talk about Drew Brees is better than Tom Brady. We're gonna bring it out. So shout out to that nigga for bringing that shit out. And I'm just here to bring it out even further for you clown ass niggas. I'm here to bring it out further for you clown ass niggas, right? That don't know shit about football. Cause y'all wanna do all this about Tom Brady. Let's see if you're gonna defend this nigga. Tavon Burns is in the building, man. What's down with it? I'm early now. I couldn't, I got an itching hand. Fuck. I'm in this motherfucker early because I heard people talking a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So let's see if y'all can come bring some toilet paper for all the fucking shit y'all was talking. And we finna get it in. We gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna share my screen. And we gonna prove that this guy is a fraud. Right? Yeah, I'm early tonight. I was itching, man. I was tweaking for this debate. Hurricane Mike in the building tonight. You heard me? What's down with it? And he on candidate for it tonight, boy. Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Hurricane Mike ready for this shit tonight. Let's get it, nigga. What's down with
What's
you,
up?
bro? Who that to you?
Zam with it, man. I mean, man, I saw
Shit.
the title of your stream and I couldn't hop on fast enough. I was
Exactly. I
like,
said, man, I said, look, I'll go Vietnam, but look, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get busy in this motherfucker, man. What's down with you,
I
Jerry
feel
G? We gonna get into this shit. It's crazy. I didn't been, hearing shit. And y'all just say, oh, we buying sex. No, let's just bring the motherfucking numbers up, dog, and let's just do it. Like, we're gonna start off with Drew Brees and his scoring defense. Let's just start off with it, right?
right, right.
Like, I mean, they'll say, well, you being biased. Okay, nigga, let's see. All right, hold up. All right, I already got my screen share. Let's get it. All right, let's get straight into it. Right? Test who that? Okay. So when you get into it, we can clearly see the screen. Hold on, let me get this off.
Mm-hmm.
That he said I thought it was scheduled for 9 p.m., but the hype was on. Yeah, why tonight? Oh yeah, it was scheduled for 9, but shit, man, I had. Oh, you talking about the other class? I thought it was scheduled for 9 p.m., but the hype was on. Why tonight? Oh yeah, because the hype was on, man. It was. I'm gonna probably try to start going a little earlier for 8. 'Cause I know people be having to go to work and stuff like that, and sleep. So I'm probably gonna try to be here. It's gonna be 8 or 8:39, but I might start just doing it for 8. But shit, I'm in here. I just got up. I'm like, you know what? Let's just get it in. I couldn't wait a little too longer to get this in. So we're gonna put this belt to his ass, and we're gonna start off right here. So it said during 15 in his 15 season tenure with the New Orleans Saints, 2006 to 2020, Drew Brees played with a top 10 scoring defense only 3 times. Right? Only 3 times.
Yeah,
2010, 2013, and 2017. And we know that year was with that motherfucking asshole Marcus Williams. Right? Top 10 scoring defense. Right? Let's go in more depth into it, right? You get here 2010. Seven, seven in points allowed. Seven in points allowed 2010, fourth in points allowed 2013, and 2017, what with the Minnesota Miracle, right? So he had this scoring defense 3 times, right? 2013, I believe that's the year we lost to Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? The lead to the boom, but we only lost by what 8? We only lost by 8 points. Then you got 70 points allowed in 2010. This was the year after um, we lost to the might have been the year we lost to the Super Bowl with I mean we lost to the goddamn what you call them the Niners. But like I said, it's a defensive struggle. They even gave you a keynote. Fuck it. Google know that they ain't bullshitting. They said uh, defensive struggles. Brees played with defenses ranked 31st. Look at this. We talking about the bottom of the fucking league. Like the year when Jarius Bird and them was there, and Brandon Browner. How bad this shit was. It was so bad that we was literally the went 79 three straight seasons. And
Right.
31 first over his 10 last season. So over 10 seasons, this not we had like middle of the pack defense, but right here for uh 4 seasons we was ranked 31st, meaning we was second to last, last, almost last, and second to last again.
Right.
And I hear motherfucker like, huh?
No, I'm agreeing with you. Right.
I hear motherfucker like Chris Sims, even when Mike we're gonna bring it out with Mike shout out to Mike Tirico, try to bring it out, and he this hating ass nigga wanna throw motherfuckers like John L. I just want to. They just like that dick ride narrative with these older players that they want to emerge, and it was right after Drew Brees and won a Super Bowl. So I'm looking. I'm like, okay, he noticed the 3-7-9 season, bro. If anybody, let me tell y'all something right here. I'm gonna tell you straight here. You heard it here first in Saints Blitz. If any motherfucker that stupid to believe that rings hold more weight than individual accolades, you a motherfucking fool. The reason you a fool because let's go to Terry Bradshaw. Is Terry Bradshaw even? He got 4 Super Bowls, and we know he won it because of that steel curtain defense,
Right.
right? So if anybody gonna sit up here and say Terry Bradshaw with his 4 Super Bowl Lombardis is better than Drew Brees, let alone even Dan Marino with no
Right.
Super Bowl, if we gonna sit up here and say Nick Foles is better than Josh Allen or somebody, like what are we talking about? We gotta
Right.
stop being we have yes we factor in playoff, but it matters how good you played in the moment. Drew Brees got a passer rating of what 97 to 98 in the playoffs, had heartbreaking losses year after year. Come on, man, stop it. What you got, Mike?
Right. I mean, look, when it comes down, and I was like a month or two ago, I was doing a podcast with a Bengals fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting up there and saying, so like we were debating top 10 quarterbacks all the time, and we brought up Dan Marino and Drew Brees, and everybody in that chat was saying how Dan Marino was better than Brees. And look, I have nothing against Marino. I actually like Marino,
Right,
but when it comes down to it, his main point was rings, and I understand. Look, rings obviously play a factor, but football is a team sport. So when you talk about rings, we have to put like an asterisk next to rings because you can win all the rings in the world if you have the best team. But like, and then my thing about it was, how are you gonna like if let's say you do want to bring up rings, then why
right,
is Marino better than Breeze then? Like, why is
right,
he better than Breeze? If you do want to, you see the hypocrisy. It's like you
right.
can't say rings is what defines a career, and then go ahead and say Marino's better than Breeze. That's not how that works. Stay
Right.
consistent with it. If you want your lame, if you want to go by your lame data, go by your lame data. But don't flip the switch when we're talking about Drew Brees. Then,
Exactly.
and it's like, and let's talk about rings. Joe Namath, is he a top 10 quarterback all time? Bart Starr, he was a great quarterback for his time. Are you going to sit up here and say Bart Starr is better than Dan Marino? It's
Exactly.
like Bart Starr was great. Don't get me wrong, but there's levels to this. Like Eli Manning, he beat Tom Brady 2 times in the Super Bowl. Are we going to sit up here and say, "Yep, Eli Manning the goat"? He beat the dude that won 7. He's the GOAT. Yep, you can't. He's the GOAT. Like, bro, Eli Manning ain't even a Hall of Famer right now.
Right.
So it's like you can't tell me about rings, man.
They got some.
It's like rings. Like, okay, look, I'm not here. I'm not sitting up here saying rings don't matter. Obviously, rings. Obviously, you play football to get rings. I understand that. But when it comes down to who was a better quarterback, rings should be one of the last things you go to.
Exactly.
Okay? Like, this ain't basketball where you got to score 50 points a game against everybody. And even that, sometimes rings be, misleading. So it's like when it comes down to a team sport, okay, I'm sorry, this ain't a one-on-one show.
Yeah.
It's a quarterback, and then you got 52 other people that got to do their part. Like, you can have a quarterback go crazy, but if one guy messes up, that can mess up the entire game. So we're not talking about rings being the defining factor. Is rings a factor? Yes, but that's not the defining factor. Oh, who has more rings? Well, that's the GOAT. Because if that's the case, then freaking Bill Russell will be the best player in football history.
Hey, that nigga reading my mind. Go ahead, dog. I swear to God, I was just finna finish your. I was just finna say Bill Russell with 11 rings over Michael Jordan. What is it like? Stop. We gotta stop this shit.
Exactly. It's like Bill Russell, like, I understand it's a different sport, but like Bill Russell, he was a pretty good basketball player, but he ain't the best all time.
11 fucking rings, 5 MVPs.
Yeah, but he's got 11 of them things, right? But I don't think he's better than a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron, maybe not even a Tim Duncan. So it's like, when it comes down to it, rings, do they matter? Absolutely. Are they a defining factor? Absolutely not.
The only time rings play a semi-factor is when somebody goes out and just plays like straight chicken shit. Like, for
Exactly.
example, we go back, I was watching 2006, even with the Bears championship game last year when it came down to it. And Drew Brees threw for 354 yards, yet they got eliminated. Why? The defense gave up 39 points, and the weather was bad. Threw a bomb to Reggie Bush, Marcus Colston fumbling the ball. Michael Lewis fumbled the ball on the opening. Like you said, football is the ultimate team sport. And they'll say, "Well, is it? Well, how come Brady could get the job in Brees?" Let me tell y'all something, bro. And listen, I fuck with these niggas. I fuck with Rob Parker. I fuck with Chris Paul. But when it come down, you say some stupid shit, Rob Parker, and talking about some fucking Eli Manning nigga is better than it should be an all thing because he did it. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude. And this ain't the shit on Eli. It's the fact that, bro, stop playing with my nigga Drew Brees, dog. Let me tell y'all something about me. I don't give a fuck how old y'all niggas is or how long the niggas been doing it for. I would chew these motherfuckers up. Same here with my nigga Mikey right here. We will fuck niggas up because y'all don't even read into do y'all even look at these stats? Y'all want to crown niggas like, cause you know what it be? They mad because this generation is better than they fucking generation. With these you just hating, bro. That's why you see so many Michael Jordan heads and so many like Tom, I'm not Tom Brady, what you call him, the other motherfucker, like the 49ers quarterback and shit, John, because they want to try to compare themselves. And so they say, "What is it? How come Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowls?" Well, fuck, all we gotta do is just look. If you watch football, right, without even somebody pulling stats, you should know this. You should know before I even read these motherfucking stats, I could name 3 Super Bowls that Tom Brady shouldn't even been in. The two, let's go about the 2 years when they were spying on fucking plays. Even James Harrison came out there to say that in the deflate that they were spying and they knew people plays and all this. Let's talk about that. That's 2 years right there that they didn't even get hit for when they looked knowing the whole nigga playbook. And not just that they knew that they playbook, but let's go into the year with Marshawn Lynch. All they do is run the ball. They lose that fucking Super Bowl, right? The Rams, they only put up 13 points against the Rams. They defense on them. So let me read this, in case any motherfucker sounds stupid. And this thing about it, you can't argue with this. Tom Brady won all 7 of his Super Bowls with a top 10 scoring defense, boasting 17 such defenses throughout 23 season career. So you say, well, Drew Brees wasn't never in the playoffs like Tom Brady. Duh, dumb motherfucker. Because Tom Brady 17 out of 23 seasons. So that's what, 5 seasons? Let me see. What is that? 18, 19, 20, 22. That's 6 seasons where he didn't have the defense. And that's not counting when he was backing up.
And
so
he didn't win the Super Bowl those years.
This is ridiculous. This dude, Drew Brees, only had that shit 3 times, bro. 3 times.
Yeah, and how long?
Let alone
20 years.
20 years, and that's the thing, and not even 23 years. And notice Drew Brees was smoking Tom Brady by almost 100 touchdowns, 100. Drew Brees owned all the records when he retired. He owned all the records. Brady took it up on himself to get 3 more seasons to play, just so he could break all Brees records. If both of us got the same, I think both of them came in and had to been 2003. I think they came in at the same year, maybe. I could be wrong.
I think they're like a year apart,
but they when they career, if Tom Brady would have ended his career with Drew Brees on the same thing, Brees had got all the records. Drew Brees is number 2 in every statistical passing and touchdown, and Tom Brady had to break his shit.
Right.
Because three more seasons of football. And it said often paired elite scoring defense with offense, notably holding opponents low to his first 20 points, 29, 28, 28, 13 and 3, and 9 points. Super Bowl defensive rankings. Look at this shit. Let's see this. And this one, the Buccaneers, this is not even scoring defense because they was number 1 in scoring defense that year. But look at the Tom Brady Super Bowl defensive rankings. 6th, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, first, 16.2 a game. Even when they lost to the motherfucking New York Giants, they only put up 14 motherfucking points.
Right.
Tom Brady didn't play good. His defense held New York to 17 points, but this dude couldn't even put up over 17 points. But we don't ridicule him for losing Eli, and because Tom Brady just didn't have it. Like you said, well, how you coming out this game? Listen, bro, when the game is this tight, they say, well, Tom Brady got to go down here and score. Then, duh, motherfucker, he can do that, right? When the game is this close. If the game is this close, Tom Brady can literally break away because he got the defense to keep him in. You go to that season with Drew Brees, after we won the MVP in 2011, Drew Brees literally did everything in his power, led a game-winning drive. What happened? Vernon Davis and them came right down the field and scored a touchdown with damn near 5 seconds on the clock. Let's go to the Minnesota Miracle when Drew Brees threw a back shoulder fade to Alvin Kamara in the end zone, and we lose to some bullshit-ass Marcus Williams play. Let's go to 2018 with the Nola no call, nigga. Man, would have had it to the Super Bowl with a mob Brady. See, and that, oh, Lord have mercy, I'm trying because I would really kill the fuck out of somebody right now, bro.
Right.
Because that shit got me mad. I'm thinking about that motherfucking, I'm thinking about Drew Brees would have went to that Super Bowl and waxed Brady in that Super Bowl, bro. Like, this conversation will be real different. But these bitches had to put a motherfucking, goddamn fucking snake fucking as referee in the game, though, to throw that bitch. And we don't get the motherfucking call. Brady get that call instantly, nigga. This league is rigged around this motherfucker. And I'm sick of y'all taking up this dude. This dude is a mediocre fucking quarterback. Why? They say, is he high mediocre? Well, let's just go into it, right? Why, if he wasn't that mediocre, why was he like 70 touchdowns behind Drew Brees? Bro, you can't be no 70 touchdowns behind a nigga when he retired. About 70 touchdowns, come on, bro. You're mediocre. It's just like if I put Kirk Cousins on the fucking Patriots, he could get the job done because it's so close. Oh, man, what's this fucking bullshit, man? This nigga mediocre.
Right. Yeah, and another thing that a lot of people like to say, Drew Brees is a choke. Like, remember that same Bengals fan that I was talking about? Well, he wasn't the main one saying that, but there was this Vikings fan in the chat that was saying Drew Brees is a choke artist. And I'm like, choke artist? Like, okay, let's go over the playoff games he done lost, right? 2011, 49ers. He leads a game-winning touchdown drive just to have Vernon Davis catch a game-winning touchdown. That's not a choke. Let's go to the Beastquake game. He scored 36 points. The offense scored 36 points. And yet they couldn't tackle Marshawn Lynch. That's not Drew Brees'.
Oh, yeah. What was that score? It was 30. We did score 30 points. What was the score in that one?
It was 40 to 36 or 41 to 36.
Crazy, bro.
Like, that's not on Brees. Let's go over the Minneapolis Miracle. Brees leads you down the field to get a game-winning field goal. It's not Brees' fault that the defense literally gave up a touchdown with 0 seconds because Marcus Williams forgot what he was doing. Exactly. Let's go to no call. Okay, a lot of people like, well, he threw an interception in overtime. let's go. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about the number one penalty. I'm going to talk about the overtime penalty because I don't see nobody talking about this. But if you go to overtime, look at the interception, you will see and I will go to my grave with this. You will see Michael Thomas was getting held like a motherfucker in that thing. Like
Right.
the dude was literally holding up to the point where you thought it was Valentine's Day and they were on a date. That's how bad this man was holding this dude. And then the ball flies into his hands like a gift from God because the dude was holding Michael Thomas the entire thing. Let's go over to the next game, right? Against the Vikings. Brees leads a 10-point comeback in the fourth quarter just for his defense to give up a touchdown first drive of overtime. Is that choking when your defense gives up a touchdown?
Right.
Now, the year after that against Tampa Bay, you can make an argument. His arm wasn't as good as it once was, but that's like his entire 20-year career. Drew Brees has never, and I mean never, choked in a big moment like Josh Allen. Like, man, these people in the media be glazing Josh Allen. Be trying to call him the best in the world when the dude just threw 4 interceptions in a playoff game.
Exactly.
You
Yeah, it's a
man,
chance.
you don't ever see Brees throwing picks like Josh Allen did.
Right.
And they're saying that last interception should have been an interception. Neither
Right.
should Brees' interception been an interception in the championship game. You double standard freak. Damn.
Yeah, you're right. You say you got to land your plane. This would be a debate. I'm confused. Hold up. You said it would be a debate of Drew could have got at least one more chip. What you saying in a negative way or a positive way? Because Drew Brees, right? Drew Brees, if he would have got the chip, let's just go into. All right, let me share my screen. Right, let's go into some of the losses that he got. Right. So we look at the Chicago Bears when he lost 39-14. Drew Brees put up 354 yards with 2 touchdowns. Shouldn't have lost. The Beastquake, just like my brother Mikey was just saying, the nigga lost 36-41. That's a fucking shootout. Show me when Brady has ever been in shootouts. He's never been in shootouts. If he win in this, he's either blowing somebody out or it's 27. So okay, but he blowing them out. Yeah, because they defense can hold him to fucking 212 points. San Francisco the next year, right? This was after we won the Super Bowl, right? We could have repeated, but we lost to this stupid motherfuckers in the wild card. 36 points is enough to win a game, bro. Stop fucking playing with me up here. Lost to San Francisco on a last drive. 32. Look at the numbers he put them. 36, 32. Losing. Then we lost to the Legion of Boom this year, right? 2013. And we put up 15 points. We still only lost by 8 points. And don't forget, the weather was so bad in that game. Remember Drew Brees had to wear 2 fucking gloves?
And wasn't that the game that Marquez Colston threw the ball forward?
Yeah, that's when he threw the ball back. Dumbass shit. And Drew Brees had to wear 2 gloves because he wasn't playing in that weather. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna make the excuse because nobody can't play no weather should never dictate a game.
Which is why stadiums should be in domes, man. Stadiums should be in domes. And another thing that I hate when people say, it's like they be like, wins is a QB stat. Wins is like, dude, it's a team sport. Like,
right.
That's like asking, okay, so for example, right, let's say you're in the kitchen, right, and there's this chef, right, you're making all the food, okay, but let's say, all right, you're in a restaurant, chef gives the waiter the food, the waiter purposely puts hair in the food, and then brings it out. Are you going to be like, God damn it, chef? Or are you going to be like, God damn it, waiter? What are we talking about? It's like when it comes down to football, right? Football is the ultimate team sport. So when you talk about wins, when you talk about losses, like don't get me wrong, some quarterbacks do be blowing. Like Lamar Jackson, the media likes saying, "Oh, black Michael Vick." Well, I guess they're both black, but it's like, "Oh, Michael Vick, man, he's Michael Vick 2.0." But AFC Championship game at home against the Kansas City Chiefs, the dude could only muster 10 points. And I understand, Zay Flowers fumbled the ball in the end zone, but Lamar threw an interception in the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah, he fumbled on the one, and then he could have played a little better.
And you're still gonna have these people saying how Lamar is like, bro. I heard some people say that Josh Allen was better than Drew Brees, and I'm sorry, but like Josh Allen, is he a good quarterback?
Yeah, hell nah.
Like he's a good quarterback, but better than better than Andrew Christopher Brees. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Like
come
I
on. Let me read this comment.
like I
The
mentioned
Nola
this.
Chop Pocket said, Mother Shuck, Tom Brady, Drew Brees on Brady throughout that playoff
Right.
game. If Jared Cook, Butterfinger ass, exactly, would never have fumbled the ball. He would have been in the Super Bowl. And that's true. I preached that. I'm glad Nola Chop caught that because you know what I'm saying. I preached that shit plenty of times on here, saying that bitch Jared Cook when to fumble the ball, literally drive. Who was up 20-10? No, he's up 20-13, finna go up 2 scores.
That would have
And
passed the
that play
50-yard
right
line.
there flipped the whole momentum of the game. Yeah, Drew Brees might have had a noodle on this shit, but that still flipped the whole play of the game because that gave them short field. Dude ran it back like almost 20 yards to the 40. Gave him a short field. And that was ate up time of possession and everything. So that does matter. And we owned them that year, right? They couldn't beat us.
We
And
beat
let
them
me see somebody
38 to
saying some
3.
crazy shit. Who's saying some stupid shit in the comments? Looking at the list, actually. Looking at the list is actually why January has been the Saints kryptonite under Drew Brees. Right. Plus
Right.
ref interference. Somebody, I'm trying to see what. All right.
Like it's
So,
crazy. Like, and if we even look at the receivers, both of the guys had. Let's move away from the defense. Let's look at the offense. How about that? Drew Brees, Marcus Colston, and Michael Thomas was probably his best two receivers. Marcus Colston was cold. Michael Thomas was cold. But let's look at Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, Randy Moss, Mike Evans. It's like, dude, like Wes Welker
shit,
was in there.
Mike Evans.
Rob
Yeah,
Gronkowski
Mike
at
Evans.
times. Yeah, Rob Gronkowski was in there.
Yeah.
Right? Running games. James White was pretty good. LeGarrette Blunt had a solid time. Was he with the Patriots or was he somewhere? I don't remember. But like, I mean, when it comes down to it, like Tom Brady, he had better teams than Drew Brees. Okay, and like people are gonna say that's an excuse. I don't care what you say. It's the truth.
And I can add more. I can add a little more to it, right? Um, when it come down to Mike Thomas, let's take that. Let's keep that in the context, right? 2016 was Mike Thomas rookie year, right? 2016. We
2016.
had a fucked up defense. We didn't go to the Super. We didn't go nowhere. 2017 is when Marshawn Lattimore and them came, and then that's when we went. We finally got a fucking defense. We went to the championship, lost to Minnesota in the divisional round, and Mike Thomas was cooking, right? But we lost on the Minnesota. That's a flat throw out. We throw that out the window. They say, "Oh, Izzy makes it." No, I'm literally making legitimate excuses like that. When I say because we're arguing, what we're arguing is the offensive side of the ball. We're not arguing the team. We arguing Drew Brees' case. Drew Brees did everything in his power to win a football game, and the defense threw the bitch. So Marcus Williams sold us that game. 2018, no call. That's two right there. That's two right there with because people say, well, Mike Thomas, when he had Mike, okay, nigga, and I'm gonna show you when he had Mike Thomas, they got fucking screwed. It wasn't like they had Mike Thomas, they were just getting right.
Right.
So 2017, Minnesota Miracle, throw that out the books. 2018, the Nola no call, throw it out the book. 2019, Kyle Rudolph literally sticks his motherfucking hand inside of his face mask and throw him to the ground. The same call we got, the same call that we didn't benefit us, and they changed the rule for us, and they still fucked us. But not only did they screw us in that game, but that was one. Drew Brees didn't even play that good of a game, right? But he still put him in position to win that game. And it came down to what? Defense. He the one who drove the ball down to get the touchdown to take it to overtime. And the defense sold. They couldn't hold up. That's when the rules was for touchdown and you go bye-bye, right?
Right.
So 2020, I'm gonna give Drew Brees the whole excuse because his shit was flat. When it come down to being old, that's when you can't. I'm not gonna hold a player accountable if they not in their prime no more, right? So Drew Brees still had he had three cracked ribs, and a collapsed lung, a punctured lung, nigga.
Right.
And he still let us down there at Jared Cook. Jared Cook fumbled the ball. Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions. But like I said, if you want to play the game, I'm gonna throw the one in 2020 because you talking about one time out of his 20-year career with the Saints. So y'all niggas could forget that shit. I'm showing you on the motherfucking screen the losses.
Right.
Look at this. 5 of 8. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this shit. In 5 of his 8 playoff losses, right? Brees led a drive to take the lead, motherfucker. I'm tired of son of a bitch. In the final minutes, only for who? These motherfuckers. Stop. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, I'll call any motherfucker out, right? If any one of y'all y'all mainstream media niggas think y'all can fuck with me in this shit, I will lay an egg on your motherfucking head, nigga. Me and my nigga Mikey. Because y'all niggas, I'm sick of this program media puppet shit. Do I talk about this shit all fucking? That's why I'm on this bitch early. Because niggas be, y'all niggas, I'm telling you, bro, y'all niggas be sucking Tom Brady dick, bro. And I'm getting sick of that shit, bro.
Right.
It literally take our time expired. Like this happened. It's like fucking listen, we in New Orleans. Y'all need to reverse this shit. This motherfucking voodoo shit, witchcraft, whatever the fuck they. This shit is like a motherfucker got hex right here, bro. Bad fucking luck. Bad luck. This defense literally said 5 of 8 playoff losses. Brees let a try to take the lead or tie the game in the final minutes, only for the defense to lose it or time to expire. That's 5. I can name you 6. Chicago, 354 passing yards, played in some fucked up weather, and we lost. So, do I need to name 7 and 8 when I can find out what fucking ones they talking about? Stop playing, man.
Right. And I'll even bring up another fact. Let's talk about kickers. Adam Vinatieri, like Tom Brady also had the best kicker of all time, Adam Vinatieri. Like, let's talk about the first year against the Rams. Vinatieri hits that long 50-plus yard field goal. Against the Panthers, hits like a 40-plus yard field goal, or whatever it was. Like, and then, but if we look at the Vikings game, Will Lutz done missed the field goal in that one.
Exactly.
So it's like, if you get that field goal that he missed right before halftime, it was like 58 yards. If he gets that, the Saints win the thing. So it's like, when it comes down to it, like, there's 1,000 reasons that are out there. Like, and do we have to talk about deflating balls? Do we have to talk about spying on people? Do we have to talk about freaking Tom Brady, and the referees? Like,
He said
people
Tom
say,
Brady to go to
like,
cheating. Yep. He is a
people
go to
say
cheating.
that, people sometimes say, Tom Brady never gets help from the refs. Never gets help? Never gets what? Never gets help? There was literally videos of the referees celebrating with Tom Brady on the field.
On the fucking field. Wait, you did what? Wait. He celebrated.
Yes.
Oh, fuck no. I didn't even see that shit.
Yeah. I think it was when they played Jacksonville in the AFC Championship. Like, I don't know. Jen Watson seen the video, but like the referees literally smiling after they scored and shit. You're gonna tell me that the refs aren't on Brady's side? Okay, yeah, and I bet the sky ain't blue in the mornings, man. Shut up. Know some ball before you come talk to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait till one of these motherfuckers come. Anybody think they bold enough or they want to come in the Lions Den? Click the motherfucking link. Link is pinned so you can't say you didn't see it. And come debate this. Come debate this Tom Brady shit. Cause even when you look at the screen, right? It literally it's so egregious what happened to the Saints that these motherfuckers actually got a label known as the Minneapolis Miracle. Back to back, infamous for uncalled pass interference. And I've seen this shit live, Doctor. I was right with my wife, and I was like, I wouldn't even much worry about overtime. I was fucking screwed before overtime because I've seen that pass. I said it should have been it. I said this should have been it. And I'm like, oh my God, just come back to bite us in our ass. And it did. And I seen I'm screaming, I'm hollering. My wife trying to see what's coming. Like, these niggas just missed a fucking. Then when they reviewed it in slow motion. And I'm like, bitch, oh my God. I'm like, it's blatant, dog. Then the referee working for the Rams.
On the replay. Like, it was like in real time, don't get me wrong, it was still blatant in real time. But when the replay, I was like, son of a, what? Like, everybody, you know how bad it is? You know how bad that is? That everybody, I'm talking about people in their houses, I'm talking about people in the stands, in the suites, like on the field, everybody knew it was a flag, except for the people on the field whose job it is to call the flag. You think that's just a damn coincidence?
That's crazy, dog.
You think that's just oh oopsie daisy? You think that's just oh, I mean people make mistakes, right? No, well okay, mistakes are a thing. But when everybody knows is the flag, and you're the only people that don't know it's a flag, and they were reaching for the flag. I don't know if you saw, but they were reaching for the flag too. But then another ref ran and said no flag.
That's rigged, bro. That shit is rigged. That's fucking rigged. How you gonna tell a motherfucker not to throw, man?
So like, don't like when people say, it ain't rigged, y'all just suck." What do you mean, dude? They literally create names for this shit. Like the uncalled pass, the no call. They literally create names of how embarrassing that call was. Like, bro, Stevie Wonder could have saw that.
Fucking Teray Charles could have seen that shit in 3 lives. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm trying not to get emotional, bro. Seriously, bro, because I'm that shit bringing back fucking memories to me. Say, what is you getting emotional? Yeah, motherfucker, I get emotional and I cry over this shit.
Like
Yeah,
to me,
that's
that
what we
was
watch the
the
game for,
first
bro.
game I ever watched,
It's
man.
I can't stand to watch something, right? I put all this into it. Like, I just can't stand for dirty shit to happen. We just got blown out and mopped by the Rams. I'd be like, look, fuck it. Drew Brees played a bad game. We got mopped. If we get mopped, I'd rather get mopped, bro, than to lose like this. Because losing like this changes the whole narrative, not only the media, but it changes the narrative of we worked the whole season. Just like that 2009 season, like we worked for that. Like we was, like I literally, because that was my first season I actually watched the Saints, the Super Bowl year, which is crazy. And I watched us we knocked off Brady that year. We always had his number. And it felt so good to accomplish that. Like I was there when Gary Hawley kicked the field goal to send the Super Bowl, Tracy Porter to get the pick six. I remember watching it back in my grandma's house. And my first season, after watching the Saints, I know I started in '06, but I can't really remember too much of. I was real young. But we completed that season in that Super Bowl, and it was deserving. But for some shit like this to happen, bro, like this to happen on a, bro, we're not talking about this was a regular season. Oh well, who gives a fuck? If this was a wild card, I'll still be mad because like we got fucking screwed. That's why this one, the Rams one hurts more than the Minnesota one to me because like dude made a dumbass play. It was fucked up. It was stupid. But it what this shit is blatant, bro. Like the officials are made to keep rules and game. And for you to have an official to screw you, it's worse than the player, bro. Because like I said, the player he tried to make tackle or whatever, he tried to do what he did. Some stupid. He must have been on crack, or meth, all kind of cocaine and shit when he made the play. But for this to happen, this no call shit, nothing to screw us. It shows you that the league is rigged around Tom Brady. They knew because sometimes, listen, they could rig it as much as they want. Talent overrides it. That's why you just seen Drake make it his ass kicked in the Super Bowl. They try to cheat for the Patriots so much, but sometimes talent, bro, overrides. Because these other motherfuckers coming to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, our Saints player, we had the talent. And we got fucking screwed. Y'all niggas should be mad. You should get over. Motherfucker, I'm not getting over it. Is it get over it? No, nigga. Because I'm not getting over shit. It's just like you said, because this was going to allow them to keep promoting this shit. And I'm going to bring it out, bro. And this is really fucked up. Roger Goodell, a bitch-ass nigga for this shit. Bitch, you had 2 weeks to go review this shit. They got even in the book, the rule book, where you can replay this shit from the spot. So, bitch, if this how you know this shit is rigged. Because if you got off the phone with Sean Payton after the press conference, and Sean Payton said, look, the league called it. He knew it was rigged. Wait a minute. So if you just got off the phone with Roger Goodell, why the fuck is Roger Goodell not telling you we're gonna replay this shit next week? In 3 days.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like people say, "Oh, it was 7 years ago." Get over. I don't care if that thing was 700 years ago, boy.
Exactly.
I could care less. I could care less. I could care less if the play happened back when dinosaurs were on this damn earth. I don't care. It happened, right? I was there. It happened. I was in the living room with my entire damn family. I was cheering of how we're going to the Super Bowl after Ted getting them caught that ball, and then that bull crap happened, and I'm like, well, shit.
The Ted Ginn got that bomb, dog. That Superdome was rocking, bro.
Man, when Ted getting caught that ball, I was like, we are going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Play happened, and I was like, well, damn it. Like I was like I think a little bit too young to actually like feel emotion. Like I wasn't like if this Mikey was back in 2019, oh I would have been freaking screaming. But I was like young as hell, right? So I didn't really feel the emotion until like later on in my life. But boy, man, now if 2026 Mikey was back in 2019 when the game happened, oh wow, ooh, if I
Right.
had a YouTube channel, boy, I would have got kicked off the platform, dude. Ooh, man, that's how
Right.
pissed I would have been. Like 2019 was probably the first time I ever cried over a playoff loss when we lost to the Vikings. But like the Minneapolis Miracle was my first game I ever watched. The No Call was probably the most painful game I ever watched. And then the third game was like I just let it all. That was literally like 3 years worth of emotion when we
Right.
played Minnesota the second time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cried over the Vikings one. I cried over
And
the
people will be like,
back to back.
yeah, and people will be like, it's just a game. And I'm like, no, it's more than a game. I don't care. People are like, it's just a football game. Get over it. No. You know how much football means to the city of New Orleans?
They do, bro.
You know how much a Super Bowl win? Like people say, well, you can't take a Super Bowl win to the grave. Okay, I'll worry about that when I die. But am I dead yet? No. So, goddamn it, I'm gonna talk about this Super Bowl because you see, and people will be like, oh, I mean, it's just a game. But I'm like, no. Like people think I'm joking when I say that. I'm like, no. You know how much football
He froze.
means to
Hypothetically,
us?
you can't take a lot of shit to the grave, and people still go crazy. First of all, I mean, like you said, you can in my thing. What I believe is motherfuckers come back here anyways to this same place. So we're gonna be doing the same shit over and over again if you choose to. So life don't end. You know what I'm saying? The earth abides forever. So I mean, shit. You can say that, but they got motherfuckers
Worship
that
and
come
money.
back, and you gonna be watching football again. I mean, listen, um, nah, because if I'm gonna put my time into this shit, I don't want to get fucking screwed, right? I put my time into this. It's like you put time into shit that you do, and you want it to pay off. Like, um, this shit. I mean, I don't think, bro. This shit. At least y'all got Mardi Gras with the Mardi Gras.
Mardi
Fuck
Gras.
Mardi Gras when it come down to the same shit. Fuck a
Yeah,
Mardi
like,
Gras,
don't get me
man.
wrong. I like Mardi Gras, but if I had to sacrifice a Super Bowl or Mardi Gras, I'm sorry, but Mardi Gras just got
Right.
screwed.
It's Mardi Gras would have been more lit after the Super Bowl. Cause look, you know what I'm saying? Like
We never had two parades, man.
getting on the floor, you had the Saints parade. Man, listen, dog. To lose like this in this
Man,
fashion. This is Saints therapy, y'all. Let me tell y'all something, dog. This is Saints therapy. This is where we come to heal our wounds. Cause I got some fucking wounds. I feel like a mountain lion been slapping me on my motherfucking back. But this is when it's shit like this that make me question. For it's shit like this that make me that just pisses me off. Like like when it come down to foot, like if I'm watching this shit, dog. Let my ass up off the bed to make you laugh. It's all good, bro. Well, if I'm watching this, I'm being entertained by this, and I'm putting my time into this. I don't want to get fucked over, bro. Like we just lose,
right.
bro. Like you said, we just lose a game. Like I can't really remember a game that we lost in the playoffs under Drew Brees that we just got mopped, except for the Bears. But that wasn't Drew Brees' fault because of the weather conditions. But
Right.
if we just lose, like we lost to the one with Seattle when we beat what's that with the Black Man when we lost to the 2015, I was cool. I wasn't that much expecting. I wanted to win, but it was cold. Coach did some dumb shit at the end. The game was in reach. We didn't get blown out, but shit like that don't really piss me off. I said we lost. It was a good team. You know what I'm saying? With
You
the
lost
Super
a
Bowl,
bad
fuck
team
them.
that day.
Yup, fuck the Seahawks for that. But you lose, you do shit like the Beast Quake. This motherfucker go crazy, like shit like that. That's like I said, listen, y'all, we can just go back up to the top. Because a lot of people are not familiar with Saints football, so they try to sweep it under the rug. They just say what they see. 79. So okay, we go to the playoff loss because like even Tyrone Keaton gonna come up here and say some stupid shit, right? Because I know he's gonna say something like Drew Brees 9-8. But if you actually watch the playoff game, you will see, you know your team. So you look at the Chicago. I'm just gonna go back down them. The Chicago Bears, because they'll say, "Well, Breeze underperforming the playoffs." Okay, we'll see. 2006, they lost to the Chicago Bears. They'll say, "Well, they got mopped." Well, if you go look and see how much yards Drew Brees threw for, right?
Right.
Let's see. Drew Brees passing yards, NFC Championship, Bears. Now watch this. You tell me if this not a winning fucking stat. Look at this shit. So they say in 2006 NFC Championship game, because they say Drew Brees wet the bed or pissed on himself, however they want to say it. Drew Brees passed for 354 yards. It was 2 touchdowns and only 1 interception. Is this a bad game? No. But when
Some
they get in the red
quarterbacks
zone,
struggle.
motherfuckers fumbling, and Marcus Coaster had a fumble. Michael Lewis had a fumble when he was returning the kick and gave the Bears extra points. Defense couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed. And we scored, I think we scored 25 points. No, we scored 14 points. 14 points, which is still enough to win. Tom Brady did it in the Super Bowl with 13. So that was what, January 21st and two. And look at that. Where's his penalty? What his passer rating was? They're gonna pull out his passer rating. Pass rate of 88, which is crazy. But it's still, he had a decent passer rate, but he still threw for all them yards. The interception just brought his shit down. So this shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. Now watch this. True. I'm gonna type in Tom Brady shit first. Tom Brady passer rate. Playoff. And all this shit, like you said, indicated on all this shit, man. All this bull. Oh my God.
Brees had a better passer rating.
Brees got a way better passer rating.
Almost by 10.
By 10, by fucking like 10. This is 89.8 career passer rating in the NFL playoffs. Let me make sure this is updated. 20, yeah, it is, since they stopped tracking since 2012. Look at this shit. This nigga got a playoff 2011 and then 2011 through 2020. He had a 93 from 2011, but overall his playoff rating at 89. So let me talk about Drew Brees. Y'all motherfuckers. This is what they say playoffs. That's why I say stop fucking with me with this shit, nigga. Right. 89, so Drew Brees, now watch this shit. He got it, I think, it just got smoking him by like 10. Extremely efficient. I think it's like I think it's more than 10 because it's got to be like a 93. 97. Man, get the fuck out of it. Now stop fucking playing with me, dog. That's why I say stop playing me with this shit, bro. Stop playing with me with this. Do you see this? 89, so that's 89. That's like what, 9-7? That's but that 89, bro. This dude had a Drew Brees for his NFL career with a 97.1 passer rating. Yes. Come on, bro. Exactly. 37 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. What are we talking about? So they'll say this here, right, Mikey? They'll say this kills every argument. They say, well, Drew Brees, he played like chicken shit in the playoff. He couldn't get past him. Okay. So if he played better than Brady in the playoff, right? Statistically, nigga, this shows you it's a team fucking game. Facts. We talking about the playoffs. Facts. Don't make me bring this Jim Moore out, motherfucker. Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? We talking about playoffs. Facts. Drew Brees' teams were not as complete as Tom Brady. Wake up, niggas. Facts. Jerry G say, no lie, in that 2006 NFC Championship game, I was really sick that day. Not because we was getting our asses kicked, but in reality, I was under the weather. And they had bad fucking weather. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking Chicago. What you got? Facts. I mean, look, like people be saying rings. Like, okay, look, I understand rings are the goal for every team. Clue, I said team. I never said for every player. Because a team is filled with how many people? 53, right? And that's not including the practice squad guys, the coaches, like even the trainers, right? The trainers, the people that work for like team sport. 53 grown men, all fighting for one championship. And Drew Brees, right? In the year that he won the Super Bowl, right? Defense was not good.
Oh yeah, they may not play. The defense is the reason that we beat the Colts in the Super Bowl with that pick six. But Brees got us there in the first place. No Drew Brees, no Super Bowl. And people dude, I heard somebody say they don't want to put Brees in the top 10 because of what he did with the Chargers. Like, what the Chargers got to do with this? Like, and he didn't even play bad with the Chargers. Like, people act like he was just the worst quarterback in the league with the Chargers. He almost had them in the playoffs before he done tore his shoulder. So I was like, man, miss me with all that. I mean, dude was a second round pick. Like they be finding anything and everything to go up against Drew Brees. He wasn't even a first round pick. He done got cut by the Chargers. The Dolphins didn't want to sign him because of his freaking shoulder. Yeah. All right. If we want to do that, Brady was a sixth round pick. Was Brady good? Sure. Was he better than Brees? Hell no. If we're talking about a quarterback standpoint, if you want to talk about winning, then like I said, Bill Russell's just the best player, the best sports player of all time. Then because he's got 11 of them things. But is he better than Michael Jordan? Heck no. Kobe? No. LeBron? No. Tim Duncan? No. Larry Bird? Probably not. So when it comes down to sports, rings, yeah, sure. Everybody wants a ring.
It's ridiculous. It's like it's like you expecting kids. It's like you saying, I got a group full of these high school pro athletes, right? And then you got a bunch of kindergartners or middle schoolers. Let's say middle schoolers, right? Because I'm gonna say it's like the gap difference between the defenses that they had. So if you say like you got a high school football team, even JV or whatever, that's playing, you have like you could go out and quarterback, right? And say, well, give me this defense. Now, if you got a middle school defense, bro, you could literally put up any kind of points. You could put up 40 points, bro. 40 points. If them middle schoolers can't stop those pros, you gonna lose in the shootout. That's why you see Drew Brees losing in the fucking shootout. He say, Brady couldn't handle the same defense. What's up? We made it like exactly. We was what 6-0 against Brady before that bullshit ass playoff game, which they rigged to the max. Before they rigged it.
Right. It's like when it comes down to it, Tom Brady is like when it comes down to Brady versus Brees. If you give Brady the defenses the Patriots had, he's walking away with like 12 of them things. So, like, let's see, what's crazy? Tom Brady almost became a Saint before. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember that, right? Brady said he was going to be a Saint if Brees retired, which didn't happen. And then Brees proceeded to kick Tom Brady's ass in the regular season, 38-3 on Sunday night for the entire football nation watching. Yet they still want to say that the dude that got his ass handed to him on a silver platter, chewed up and spit out like a pack of bubble gum, 38-3. They want to say that man is better than the damn cook. That's like saying that the freaking janitor could cook better than Gordon Ramsay. It's like that don't make no dang sense. And if you even try to spit those words out of your mouth, you should be headed to a mental institution because nobody with a correct brain would ever say some stuff like that. Just like nobody with a correct brain should. But a lot of people say Tom Brady's the GOAT. Like, is Tom Brady the best quarterback on winning teams? Yes. He's got 7 of them things. You can't take 7 rings away from a guy. But Drew Brees, nobody rose to the occasion more than Drew Brees did. Not John Elway, not Peyton Manning, not Tom Brady, Drew Brees. But he lost 8 playoff games that people be taking out of context because, literally on the last Google slide, it said he lost like 5 of his 8 playoff losses. He literally won the game. He won the game inside of the loss. And then the games where he did score a game-winning touchdown. The Bears game, bad weather. The first Seahawks game with Beastquake, scored 36 points. The second Seattle game, bad weather, and Marquez Colson done do these like he's Drew Brees. So it's like, come on, man. Like, football is more than rings. Football is more than that. I understand. Like, people be like, well, it's not about personal accolades. It's about Super Bowls. So then why are these the same people saying Dan Marino's better than Brees then? You see how stupid that sounds? Like, how are you going to sit up there and say that rings is what defines a career, and then you're going to put Dan Marino ahead of Drew Brees? That's stupid. Like, how would you feel if I done went on ESPN and I told the entire world Nick Foles is a better all-time quarterback than goddamn Dan Marino because Nick Foles has a ring? How would you feel if I went on First Take, ESPN, whatever, and I told everybody in that room Sam Darnold is a better all-time quarterback than Dan Marino? Better all-time quarterback than Johnny Unitas. Better all-time quarterback than your favorites, Tom Brady. Because he's the latest quarterback to win a Super Bowl. How would you feel? You would call me stupid. You don't sit there and say that when you try to then go ahead and darn Nick Foles, what are you talking about? But they have rings, though. They have rings. Nick Foles is better than Tom Brady all time. You know why? Because he beat Brady in the Super Bowl. You see how dumb that sounds?
Exactly. You'll say Jalen Hurts is better than Patrick Mahomes?
Like, is Jalen Hurts the second best quarterback in the NFL right now because he's the second to last quarterback that won a ring?
Exactly.
But no, people are going to say that, well, I mean, if you think about it, John Elway, he's a top 3 quarterback all the time. Does he win?
Fuck no.
Like John Elway, John goddamn Elway. It's like, but hey, I mean, if you think about it, Aaron Rodgers, man, this is with Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, right? He's a better quarterback than Drew Brees because he's the last of them to win a ring. It's like time and place don't got nothing to do with each other.
Do we have any other records? Like, well, the records, Drew Brees sitting second. When Drew Brees left the game of football, he had all the records.
The only thing
Tom Brady had to literally just to beat him. Like, he literally had to play longer. Took three, not one season. Tom Brady, I mean, Drew Brees was against when we beat the Redskins in that game. It's when they were still actively both playing, and he broke the I believe it was Dan Marino or Peyton Manning, one of them all-time record in passing yards, and Brady was still currently playing. So while they were actively competing, one person with we could take it to basketball. I know people want to give James Harden some smoke, but we're gonna sit up here and act like Draymond Green is better than fucking James Harden. He got 4 rings. Is he better than James Harden? They got 1 ring and couldn't beat a cheating ass Golden State team with KD and Steph Curry. Like, what are we talking about? Are we gonna act like Leandro Barbosa is better than Russell Westbrook because he got no rings? Facts. All right, this is stupid. What the fuck are we talking about? Facts. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about rings, it's like football is a team sport. You can't be talking like I'm not saying rings don't matter. Obviously, every team has one goal for each season to win the ring. I get all that. Trust me, I do. I used to be the same way. I used to say rings matter a whole lot, but then I had to look back in the mirror and I'm like, well, does it though? Like, don't get me wrong, I used to be the one that advocated for Jalen Hurts when he won a Super Bowl. But then I was like, how much did he really contribute to the win, though?
Rings only matter when it comes down to individual performance. Right. If you individually perform good to get that ring, yes, they count towards your stature, but we still gotta hold into context. It doesn't mean you can demean every other athlete because they wasn't fortunate to have the best team surrounded by. Predominantly, we're talking defense. We're talking defense. So if Drew Brees was let's just say Drew Brees went to the Patriots, right? Sour taste in my mouth. I don't want to say that, but let's just say Drew Brees, it flipped, and Tom Brady had Drew Brees defense, and Drew Brees had his defense, right? We would have to take consideration because that Brady was that good, he'd be winning every fucking year with a top 10 defense. He couldn't, but if you get Brees that elite, Brees just gotta be a at best average quarterback. Like
Right.
Sam Darnold just won a fucking Super Bowl. He ain't that fucking good.
Correct. I mean, Sam Darnold was about to be out the league 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. He just won a Super Bowl because he had the best roster around him. He had the best roster around. Is Sam Darnold better than Matthew Stafford? But he just beat him head to head. But that don't mean shit.
He beat Stafford twice. Are we gonna Matthew Stafford threw 9 touchdowns and 0 interceptions and 800 yards in 2 combined games against the Seattle Seahawks and lost both of those games. So are we gonna sit up here and say after Stafford's 9 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 800 passing yard performance in 2 games against Seattle, are you gonna tell me Sam Darnold played better than Matthew Stafford because his team was on the winning end? You can't tell me that winning, winning solves everything for some people. It's and this is the problem. A lot of people, this even goes inside the locker room, right? There are stories that's coming out now that Aaron Rodgers, back when the Packers would always make the playoffs, they didn't like Aaron Rodgers. However, they didn't look at that back in 2016, 2017. You know why? Because they were making the playoffs. But now that the Packers cut him, and then Rodgers was struggling whenever he left Green Bay. Now they're saying, yeah, we didn't even like this dude. You see how winning solves everything? You can be the best team in the world. And don't get me wrong, you can be vice versa. You can be the best team in the world and have a terrible quarterback, and then you're not going to win because you have a terrible quarterback. But when it comes down to who's the better quarterback of these 2 guys, it's kind of like the MVP award. It's kind of like that, where who works with less. Tom Brady had Randy Moss, had Rob Gronkowski, had Wes Welker.
For a long time. Especially Gronk. What, he had Gronk for about 8 seasons?
Yeah. I mean, he had Gronk for basically almost half his career.
Right. Yeah.
Drew Brees. He had Jimmy Graham. Okay, that's cool. He was never on no Gronk. Jimmy Graham.
Not even just on Gronk. Jimmy Graham didn't play that long. He played, 3-4 seasons? Remember, he got traded because he wanted to get paid like a wide receiver. So, and even if he had even if you go back to that game in San Francisco, remember Jimmy Graham got hurt the first drive. He got hurt, and he was out. I don't even know if he came back, but Jimmy Graham got hurt on that first drive before they had cracked Pierre Thomas and this shit. And they didn't even. But that was like I said, that was the game that's the game that when we lost, when Drew Brees put up 32 points on San Francisco, we lost on that bullshit ass Vernon Davis play.
Right.
That was that shit.
I mean, Drew Brees was literally the number 1 quarterback in everything when he retired.
Yeah.
And now when people look at the records and they're like, well, Tom Brady's blowing out Brees in the record books. That's because he played 3 extra seasons. Wow. Okay, so for example, right? If I was to run a marathon, right? And if I'm the fastest person in the world, right? And I break my leg halfway through the marathon, and then everybody else finishes before me because I broke my leg. What is that supposed to accomplish? And when it comes down to it, Brees, right? He was number 1 when he retired. If Brees and Brady retired at the same time, Brees had 70 more touchdowns than Brady did. But you're gonna have these people on the internet that are gonna guzzle the Kool-Aid of National Football League's Super Bowl, the big game, the rings, the championships, whatever word you want to use. All that matters is rings. I understand quarterback is the most important player on every football team, but Drew Brees was the number 1 guy when it comes down to this. He can't win games alone. Right. He needs a football team. If you put Drew Brees on the worst team in the league, they probably ain't making the playoffs because, the only reason we won 7 games with those 3 straight years is because of Drew Brees. Exactly. If you put Brees on the Patriots, man, they're winning 12 of them things. You can't. And if you say that they're not, then you're lying to yourself. But people don't want to. People don't want to talk about that because Brady's got 7. He's got 7. He's got a ring for every day of the week. I don't care.
Who gives a fuck, man?
I don't care how much rings he got. He could have 13 of them for all I care. He could have 23 rings. He could have won a ring every year of his career. But if he has a top 3 defense in almost every single of those years,
exactly,
what does that accomplish compared to what Drew Brees did?
And if we really want to go even deeper into the rabbit hole, right, it goes a little deeper, right? That's actually underachieving. Let's be honest. If this motherfucker had 17 years out of 23, right, which means 6 years he didn't have it. If you got a top 10 defense 17 times, nigga, you at least supposed to win about 14 championships. At least 15 at the minimum out of 17 seasons. You supposed to be in the Super Bowl every fucking year. If you that good and you got a top 10 scoring defense, bro, you supposed to be in that shit every year. They literally had like Alabama type defenses, bro. You supposed to be in there. And he didn't win 3 Super Bowl MVPs. Amendola got one of them. They only put up 13 points. What was the other one that he got? The 2 of them, like you said, Anna Vinatieri had hit the field goal. One of them, he didn't even have to, like you said, he lost 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? He lost to the Eagles and he lost to the 2 times to the fucking Giants with Randy Moss. Man, you think, bro? You think if Drew Brees got Randy Moss, he losing, only putting up 14 points in the Super Bowl? What a disappointment! Losing to fucking Eli Manning. Dude, you put up 14 points. He can't even say that was defense outplayed him. He just didn't underperform. His defense played good, but he didn't even play well enough. Dude, and this when he was in his prime, bro. Y'all went 18-0 and got exposed in the Super Bowl. You couldn't have put up, dude, you couldn't put up more than 17 points. That is below league average, bro. That's underperforming.
Right. And that's why when it comes down to it, you did all that. You won every single game you played. And you got to the biggest game of anybody's life. And when I tell you he pissed down his leg, like that was a choke job. You want to talk about a choke job? Let's talk about a choke job. How are you scoring 17 points against a team that, like, and this is another thing a lot of people forget to mention. The New York Giants, both times that they beat Tom Brady, made the playoffs by like the last week of the year. You're telling me you couldn't beat a 9-win or 8-win Giants team in the Super Bowl? I don't care how good the Giants were. They weren't that dang good. Like, obviously, they had to be good enough to make it to the Super Bowl. But when it comes down to it, Tom Brady, I would argue, is a bigger choke artist. And, like, don't even get me started on this man's temper tantrums. Like, the dude is not composed at all. Guys hated playing with Brady because Brady, was like this, like, high school jock all the time, being like
fucking psychopath.
He every time he lost to the Saints, he was out there throwing a tablet.
Yep.
He got to a point where people thought he did it on purpose just to make a meme every time.
He couldn't read their defense. That's why I say, like, they blew him out, shut him out, 38-3, 9-0. And that was the year that we was rolling on. That's why I say, bro, the numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. I got it on the screen. And now we know it's quiet as a fucking church mouse up in the chat because no scoffers is in here. And I told y'all motherfuckers, I've been doing shorts all week about this Tom Brady shit all weekend, leading up, telling y'all to come through. And motherfuckers is tucking their tail right now like the cowards y'all are. Y'all cowards. Because now this debate coming out, and every motherfucker gonna have something to say. All y'all Tom Brady lovers, y'all gonna have some shit to say when this debate is over. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna still kick y'all ass. So stop playing games. You see, John Brady had a passer rating of 89 in the playoff. They say, well, who had a better postseason? Right? Well, before you get to the motherfucking Super Bowl, you got to go through a postseason. And Tom Brady underperformed. 89 passer rating to 97.1. Come on, man. You got to be kidding. We got 100 passer rating in the playoff. That's his individual performance. And let's not act like we can't pay attention to that bottom stat when it says lowest playoff rate was a 38.1. This was his last year. That's what shot his shit down from 100. So he was at 100, but that one year that he played, they said, well, can you excuse Drew Brees? Okay, let me tell you something. If Jared Cook would have had that fumble, the momentum would have kept going. And they say, okay, of course, I'm not going to excuse the 3 picks that he fucking threw. But let's take into consideration this is year 20. Most niggas be finished at year 14, they washed. You didn't see Russell Wilson got washed up. He only played, what, 11 years? You didn't seen, so what I'm saying is, why are we not being honest? It's year 20. We could give this man, if anything, we could give him an excuse. That's like somebody trying to hold LeBron James accountable at 41. He fucking 41. If he got some type of difference or decline, Drew Brees been having his shit flat all year. So, and then not to take consideration, he had 3 cracked ribs, 5 cracked ribs, and a punctured lung. So he was playing through all kind of bullshit. You can't heal in no 5 weeks. That dude was fucked up. But he went through there and he played. And he threw 3 picks. But to throw 3 interceptions and lose by 10 points is very good. You still kept him in the game. And yesterday, what the Bucks had 30 points, they got a short field. Drew Brees did give him a short field.
Not to mention the touchdown that came back because of a penalty.
Yeah, that bullshit.
And
not to
Deontay,
mention,
did he run the punt back?
And Michael Thomas, if you look at the first play thing, he was getting held on all fucking game. And
Right.
Drew Brees, I got to go back and look at the tape. I don't know who fault it was. When he tried to throw that seam route, Alvin Kamara actually ran. I don't know if Alvin ran the wrong route. Drew Brees thought Alvin Kamara was supposed to be running. They wasn't on. That's just a miscommunication because he literally threw the ball, and Alvin Kamara just was running like he did. Like he threw it like if Alvin Kamara was going like slant, like run a slant route, a dig, a quick 5-out dig. So I was like, when I look back at that shit, I'm like, oh damn, he ran up. That was just a miscommunication. So I really only count 2 picks for that game, regardless of who it was on. Drew, just say it was on Drew Brees. Drew Brees didn't know what play to call. It don't really matter. He didn't. It's not like he did the shit on. It's like you said, he throwing it. It's not like he didn't throw an intentional bad pass. Like he just threw a bad pass, try to throw it over the defender. But no, it was miscommunication issue.
Right, man. I mean, when it comes down to it, if we're going beta for beta, Drew Brees, like, and we look at Tom Brady, right? In that, like, we even beat, like, even when Drew Brees retired, we swept this man with the combination Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian, and Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
A dude that don't even know what position he played was able to beat Tom Brady with scoring 3 field goals, mind you. Mind you, the Saints were not good in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we might have had a winning record, and like, but all the injuries, like, don't get me wrong, like we were supposed to be good, we were 5-2, but then all the injuries, like by week 18, our entire team was on IR.
Yeah, you talking about the Winston year, bro? When we was 5-2, we got hurt. Who knows what could happen that year, right? James Winston had a pass rating of 102, and he had 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Right, but like by the time that we were playing against Tampa Bay, our entire team was on IR, so we didn't have a good roster.
That's true.
And yet we still, our defense was elite that year. You can't say it wasn't. We scored 9 points.
Yep.
Brady didn't even see the end zone. Their kicker didn't see the goalpost. We beat this dude by scoring 9 points. I have more fingers on 2 hands than we had points, and we still won
in Tampa.
But people will be like, "Oh, what happened in the playoffs, though?" Man, what was he supposed to do? Look, Drew Brees is a great quarterback. He ain't no miracle worker.
He was flat, bro. His shit was flat.
Drew Brees even said it himself. If his ribs never got broken, he would still be in the league today. And I believe him.
I know, yeah. I heard him on the podcast. He said his wrist, he tried to go in the backyard, throw with his kids, and his shit was, he can't feel no air in it. It's just, I mean, I would think with all the medical shit, but some of that shit is just internal. It's just going to reoccur.
He almost came out of retirement last season.
Damn, I would love to see him a few more years. I would have loved to see him the following year, because I mean, like, we still had the team intact, and who knows if all the Michael Thomas drama would have happened. If I don't think it would have been. It really started happening under Derek Carr. And who would have known if it would? I don't think it would have went. I don't think Michael Thomas, because all the drama really started happening. It was that year, but it wasn't really happening until after Drew Brees was departed. When it got louder. After that Michael Thomas injury. So I think man, fuck, that was a good team. That was a good football team, Mikey. Man, that was a good ass football team. Man, like that's why I just make it so worse because we literally was the favorites every year. We literally was the best team in football, bro. We was smoking team. Like we had the best offense in the league. We was the best team. It just the best team didn't win that year, man, because of bullshit calls. Really, the 2018 man was just it was really bad, bro. That
Right.
2018, man, I remember that shit bad. Like, dude, I was considering not even watching fucking football. Really, I was like, do I want to watch this shit, bro? That's how I'm like, of course I'm watching, but then I was really contemplating on skipping the regular season, right? Not watching the regular season at all, just going straight to the club. Cause I just like, man, I'm not gonna do this shit. Yeah, and then you got to go a whole nother year. We get there, confidence. That's probably what kind of fucked our confidence, to be honest, in that 2019 when we should have blew Minnesota out early. We was playing with them the whole game. Cat playing with a motherfucking mouse. But I think it kind of had us mentally fucked up. Like, just like you said, okay, we like what's gonna happen this game. We just think you gotta think about it, bro. If you get all the way to a conference championship and you lose in that fashion, it's like somebody taking away your buzzer beater or something. In basketball, like, and you gotta do it again. It can take damage to the brain. It can. It's like you gotta come. You don't want to wake up off season. Look, fuck all that. Let's get back to the same spot. And it's like the moment was too good for them. And like I said, we still got screwed out. The Saints they underperformed in that playoff game with Minnesota, but we still could have won that game because you got to remember it was 3rd and goal when Kyle Rudolph did the bullshit, the motherfucking Armageddon, the famous. Look, you might well say he was motherfucking Marshawn fucking Grinch with the motherfucking beast quick because he still stuck his hand in his fucking face, man, like he was Tracy Porter. So when that happened, dude, that shit, I was like, Drew Brees was looking like, okay, we're not going to review. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to review this shit. Nope, they looked like 2 seconds, get off the field, wrap it up. I'm like, wow. Because that was going to be, I don't know if they were going to go for it or not, but either way it go, we would have got the ball back because that was their first possession, and they would have kicked the field goal, we would have retained possession.
Right. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like the Saints, I mean, a lot of people be like, well, I mean, in overtime you blew it. But it's like, be honest. If you were on that field and you watched that call, you're not thinking about playing.
All right.
You're thinking about, man, we should have already won this, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Saints did allow a field goal to go to overtime. And, yeah, we did throw a pick, which should have been a flag as well. And, yeah, they did make a field goal on us. But it's like you're not even thinking about, what's going on right now.
Exactly.
You're not. And like, if we look back at all the times, like, how many times have you watched a Saints game and it's like the better team did not win?
Yep.
The Saints lost a lot of games, even without the playoffs. Like, even in the regular season, the Saints are notorious for losing the teams that they should beat. But then they'll turn around and they'll beat teams that are worse. Like, I remember, do you remember 2021? The Saints that year? Week 1, smoked the Packers. 5 touchdowns by Jameis. Smoked the Packers, who would go on to get the number 1 seed. Next week, they lose to the Panthers that finished last in the NFC South.
The Giants, too.
Yeah, then the next week, they go and beat the Patriots, who ended up making the playoffs that year. And then the week after that, lose to the Giants in overtime, who was far from the playoffs.
Exactly.
And then they sweep the Bucs. And then they go ahead and lose to the dang Eagles, who barely made the playoffs.
Right.
So it's like the Saints were notorious for losing the teams that they had no business losing to, but then they go around and they beat teams that are Super Bowl contenders. It makes no sense.
It's ridiculous, bro.
You know how bad 2021 was? We actually had to choose to watch Ian Book play a full game of football. That's how bad that year was when it came to injuries and COVID and stuff like that. Whenever you think, how bad was 2021? Ian Book. That's all I need to say. The dude, I'm pretty sure you and I could probably throw a ball better than Ian. But, this man, Ian Book, Like, how do you have the last name Book, but you can't read a defense? Like the man's name is Book, and yet he can't. I don't even think he can read a book. It's like Ian Book, like that dude be dropping back, and like the defense be putting them inside of a book. It's like, come on.
Yeah, the defense fucked them up, and there's you got you. I mean, just looking at this shit on the screen, bro. Like, look at this shit. Like, the first Super Bowl he went to, he had the sixth best defense.
Crazy.
The second one, second best defense. Some of these bitches considering that he actually lost with top. So this nigga still, we got to think, so this nigga actually lost 3 of these bitches with defense. Third overall. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're not talking about borderline top 10, right? We're literally sitting up here talking about fringe, like number 1. Like, if you round this shit out and average this shit out, this will be like number 3 through his career. He averaged a number 3 defense. Look at this shit. 6th overall, 2nd overall, 3rd overall. Right? 3 of these, what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of these out of 7 is top 10. Top 5. That nigga had 6th, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 1st, 7th, 8th. That shit is ridiculous, man. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all want to keep dick around Tom Brady. Now look at this shit. Key contextual points, right? It says, right, like I said, Jerry G said, Brees is still better than Brady. Yeah, I see now these bitch ass niggas, they want to come for this smoke, for this debate. Because they don't want to deal with this shit. They want to be media puppets. They want to be media puppets and allow the media to screw their mind. It said Brady played for a top 10 scoring defense 17 times out of 23 seasons. A major factor in his 7 rings. A major factor in the 7 rings. In all 7 Super Bowls, victories for the Pats, Patriots, and the Bucks, fielded top 10 scoring defenses that season. Super Bowl. And notice that the Bucks, when the last 2 Bucks, they had the number 1 scoring defense. They had the number 1 scoring defense, meaning they could turn points in. Scoring defense means you can turn points because you could be rated top defense. A scoring defense means you're ranked top in actually scoring the ball. You can create points off turnovers. Brady has cited 2018 Rams defense Super Bowl as one of the toughest he faced, despite Patriots winning 13-3. Like, their team held the fucking Rams to 3 points. Dude, doing that score 13 points. Stop.
Right.
Even in seasons where his defense was not top 10, total ranking was rarely considered bad and usually ranked in their top half of the league. But it was not top 10. It was rarely considered bad. Exactly. I said, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy, man. 9 points allowed in the Super Bowl. Y'all remember that? When they beat Mahomes?
Right.
Their defense held Patrick Mahomes to 9 points, dude. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Exactly. I mean,
so and they scored what, 30 points? So, but if they would have had a shootout, come on, bro. We seen Mahomes in shootouts. Mahomes could have beat this dude. We talking about his shit is prevent Falcons fans from making that noise. Right. Shit, I kind of fucking much I hate Atlanta. This motherfucker get all this credit. He would have really gonna lose that shit to Atlanta. But they defense after they got lit up, they turned it on. You still gotta make stops. Yeah. It don't matter if Brady went to go score on the thing. You still gotta make stops in that Super Bowl.
Right. I mean, when the score was 28-12, the defense forced a fumble, and then the offense was right into the red zone. Like, a lot of people forget, but the score was 28-12. Yep. Atlanta had a 3rd and 1. All they needed was a yard, and the game's probably over. But then Dante Hightower comes in and forces Matt Ryan to fumble the ball. Yep. Like, if he don't do that, they don't win.
They don't win. And look at this shit. Like you say, I mean, y'all on the screenshot this shit, man. Tom Brady won all 7. Not 2, not 3, not 4. Nigga, I said all 7.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
All 7. You know what Drew Brees' defense was ranked when he went to the Super Bowl?
Not 6, but
20th. They was ranked 20th. Middle of the pack. With Darren Sharper and all them guys. I thought they was higher than that too, but when I looked it up, They was ranked 20th. And he
Right.
had 117 passer rating throughout that Super Bowl run.
Right. I mean, Tracy Porter, like, don't get me wrong, God bless him. I mean, he's like he didn't single handedly, but he like is 90% of the reason why we won that Super Bowl. But like before that, no one like was like before the NFC Championship game when he picked off Favre, and the Super Bowl when he picked Six Manning, nobody was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe we got to go up against a Tracy Porter led Saints secondary." Nobody was
Right.
like that.
And nobody was like that because he wasn't the top in the game.
Even
He made good
after that,
plays.
even after the pick six, they're like they look at Tracy Porter and they're like, we can manage.
And he was like a jackrabbit. He could pick all play, but Drew Brees, like you say, even had us. He threw 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, one Super Bowl MVP, put up 28 points against the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Like we with 3 touchdowns. They gave like 197, but he put up 3 touchdowns. He was still balling out um, when it mattered the most. You know what I'm saying? He still balled out and they got a higher pass rate. So you say, well, like that's just I just don't understand, bro. You have to see this. And this dude, Drew Brees had Tom Brady had 7, and Drew Brees had, let's see, 3 times top 10 scoring defenses, Saints.
Right.
2010, 2013, 2017. Come on, dude. We gotta be kidding me. Now let's see, well, 10 points. Our shit was real good. 2017, 10 points allowed, but Marcus Williams, the bullshit. 4th in points allowed. Oh no, it said 10th in points. I'm thinking 10 points per game. I'm tripping. 10th in points allowed. 4th in points allowed. 7th in points. Just 3 times, right?
Yeah. And notice how all three of those times the Saints were a playoff team, or at least close to it.
No, it was 2017. This when they the miracle. This was the Beastquake, right? I get
Yeah, but
that
like
pass
notice how
because this
all
was
three of those times the Saints were in the playoffs.
yeah, they was in the playoffs. It wasn't like he wasn't making the playoffs but then I got the excuses lined up. I'm just let you know. You might say bullshit, but I'm telling you, this game in Seattle, right? We only lost by 8 points. They said, well, Drew Brees put up 15. Bro, Drew Brees had to wear 2 fucking gloves in this game. Like he literally had to, because it was that cold in Seattle, like it was raining. I'm not making no excuses, bro, but I'm saying like Drew Brees is known to play like dog shit in bad weather games. Everybody can't play in weather games. It's like some people just can't do it, bro. Like you got to think about like this. They say what other team got their man. No, just like Tua can't play in cold weather. When you're accustomed to a certain climate,
Right.
then you used to play in the dome. Saints used to play in the dome. They don't have bad weather because we play in the dome, bro. You can't just go out of your nature zone and then play like that in them type of conditions. You're literally not used to playing those conditions. The ball might slip, bro. Like why the fuck is like come on, bro? Weather should never play a factor into a ball game. That's stupid. 2010. What was this shit? Let me go see. I think 2010. They said this was Let me go look it up because I thought I get kind of through 2009 and then because it's 2 seasons. So let me go see which exact season this was. 2010 Wild. Oh, that was the Beastquake. Okay, so wait. Okay, this was okay. Okay, so 2010 was the Beastquake. Okay, so okay. So now we can keep it in context. Now, right? Now we narrowing down the puzzle, right? So let's go back to it. Drew Brees. Am I on it? Okay. So 2010, right? So y'all take some notes on this shit, right? Y'all fucking Tom Brady 2010 was the Beastquake. How much did Drew Brees put up? 36 fucking points. He put up 36, bro, 36 points that against Seattle, and then motherfucking Hercules fucking Mark. Oh my god, that shit was. I remember watching that shit still by my grandma's house, and I was crying like a motherfucker. I was like, stop this motherfucker. I was like, it just shows you that how fucked up the Saints defenses was, bro. Like, that was 2020, the Beastquake. That's the excuse. 2013, let's see, I think that was with Seattle. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that was 15-23. That wasn't a bad game. That's the weather. Okay. And 2010, let's see, 2017, we know that with the Minnesota bullshit miracle. So we not finna play these games, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they said make an excuse. Yeah, he won it with the 20th ranked defense. So let's see. Hold up. These are the losses. And look, 2017 was that Minnesota Miracle. See, the Minnesota
Right.
Miracle. So like, we had to lose in crazy fashion just to keep Drew Brees from his Lombardi, bro.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's like people be saying how the Buffalo Bills right now be going through heartbreak with 13 seconds, 4 interceptions every time we get against the Chiefs. That's basically what the Saints were. It's like, but the thing with the Bills, they like they did get out. Like Josh Allen got outplayed against the Denver Broncos defense. He got outplayed by some of the Chiefs teams. Like Josh Allen, and hey, I even backed up Josh Allen a couple times. Like last year when they played the Chiefs, I said that's not Josh Allen's fault. It's not Josh Allen's fault that the defense gave up over 30. It's not Josh Allen's fault that Dalton Kincaid dropped the ball. I would defend Josh Allen. But then he goes around and throws 4 interceptions against Denver. That's inexcusable. Unless all of the passes are just batted up in the air or something, or like guys just dropping the ball into like that's the only way you can excuse an interception. Like the last
Yeah,
interception, people might say it's controversial, but
yeah.
at the end of the day, Drew, like you're telling me that this like show me a game right where Drew Brees throws 4 interceptions and it's like cost like don't get me wrong, he's thrown I think he actually tied the record for the most interceptions thrown by a Saints quarterback, but at the end of the day,
Not in the postseason. He like you talking about in the postseason? Not
no, I'm
postseason.
talking about in
He
the
didn't
regular
throw.
season.
I don't think he had a double digit interception.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the regular season. Like he
Oh
tied
yeah,
the
yeah.
record. He tied the record for the Saints quarterback. But then if you go ahead and look at the postseason, dude wasn't throwing like the most interceptions he threw in the playoffs was 3 in his last year against Tampa Bay. It's like when it comes down to it, like that's something that Drew Brees can't control. Like he can't control like the Minneapolis Miracle. That was literally when time expired. Time meaning the Saints didn't even have 1 second with the ball after Stephon Diggs scored. What was he supposed to do? Was he supposed to reverse clock? Was he supposed to be? Was he supposed to travel in time?
He's supposed to be Whis all fucking Dragon Ball Z and return
Like,
time.
like what? Is he supposed to add time to the clock? Is he supposed to travel through time? I didn't think so. Now sit down. Against the 49ers, they scored like 12 seconds. The dude ain't no Doctor Strange being like,
I think he Lord Beerus or some fucking about it, man.
like y'all think that this man is Jesus. It's like, dude, the dude can't walk on water, make miracles. Shut up. The dude can do what he can.
Yeah, that's like you said. Some of these games, like yeah, you could throw for 400, but he played well enough to win the game. Even if he didn't throw for 400 something yards, or might have a decent game. He still played well enough to have more championships under his belt. Like we just look at the last three, the 2017 through the 3 straight years, he got screwed. Definitely on those 2 back-to-back years. We talking about him being a Super Bowl champion. His whole narrative changed. Drew Brees get just one more Super Bowl, bro, under his belt. That's why I'm so frustrated. Fuck, and I'm kind of mad. Now, I was pissed off at Brees at the time. I kind of wanted to retire at that time. I was a prisoner of the moment after that championship game, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen again. I was just like, man, his shit flat. He pissed me off so bad. I was like, get him the fuck out of here. But I think if he could have healed it, maybe just off season, just took the whole season, just heal that wrist up, heal that up, um, get better medicine. Shit, I think, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would be thinking some low management shit. Let Teddy Bridgewater start a few games, let Drew Brees come in towards the end of the season and get hot. Shit, I fuck around and just save Brees for the playoff. But I know chemistry and all this, but man, I just don't know, man. This guy was supposed to have way more than he accomplished. And, you know, Drew a cool guy, man. He seemed like he's settled, but I would like to see him be a little more aggressive to build his case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told Tom Brady, fuck him after the game. I would have walked off the field. Fuck it. I would have been so pissed off. I knew that wasn't really his fault in that thing, but that other shit, it seemed like he was a little too nonchalant. Like, I would have been I would have been drilling him. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just a different kind of breed. I would have been drilling motherfucker. Mark Wood would have been the fuck off the team. I would have drilled him. I would have drilled him. I would have called him out in the press conference, right? I would have called him out, bro. Like, some of these motherfuckers that get called out for stupid shit, I would have called the refs out and all this shit, man. So it's just like say it goes to show you that this league is rigged around motherfuckers like Tom Brady. Um, if anything, y'all better get some flags thrown Tyler Shuckway for all the bullshit that y'all did, did to us, man. Y'all gotta make up for this shit, man. Like when you start talking about, we're not talking about regular. I don't give a fuck about a regular season game. That's like to determine something, a playoff season. But bro, when you talk about selling games to get to the Super Bowl, taking Super Bowls away from teams, that's when it become like traumatic. It's just like, come on, man. Like, if I'm gonna watch this motherfucking shit, don't fuck over me, bro. Let the game get played fair, so we can see how the outcome gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga want a flag thrown, but y'all owe us the flags, bro. They owe us some 2026 flags, bro.
Right. I mean, if you look at all the bad calls and things like that, like I remember in 20, like, and also, well, hold on, another thing about Tom Brady, like, you know how sore lose, like this man's a sore loser. Like I remember back in 2020, he's done this a lot, by the way. But I remember the specific time in 2020. Ironically, it was when he was with Tampa Bay. It was a Thursday night. They played against the Chicago Bears when Nick Foles was on the Bears, and that was the game that Tom Brady thought, fourth down, like it was fourth down or whatever. And I remember they lost to the Bears that game. Nick Foles on the field waiting to do the quarterback handshake at the middle of the field. Tom Brady walking out that bit.
Yeah.
So it's like the man, like, talk about Drew Brees. Like, Drew Brees, through every single one of those playoff losses, he dapped up Case Keenum. He dapped up Jared Goff, dapped up Kirk Cousins, dapped up Russell Wilson back in the day, dapped up Tom Brady. Like, he literally threw the ball with Tom Brady's sons, man.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't like that shit about Drew Brees. I ain't like.
Yeah, but it's like shit. When it comes down to it, Drew Brees was never a sore loser. Tom Brady is a sore loser. And I'm sorry, I just can't put a sore loser.
You're supposed to be a sore loser, and that's just get to a point where not disrespectful. Like, I mean, somebody try to shake your hand is a little different, but if I wouldn't want to shake nobody after the game, I don't want to see that disrespectful. I just see it as like congratulate. I can't really. It's hard to me to say you could congratulate somebody in the moment because like you feeling the emotion that you lost. That's kind of stupid. For if you walk to the locker room, oh well, I'm not gonna congratulate the motherfucker that just beat me, but I'm not gonna disrespect them on a personal level. That's what I feel. Like I say, personal feelings. Also, how I feel about this person, disrespecting this person. Because I would never disrespect nobody as a man, just as a character, as a man, spitting on doing like dirty shit, like the Donovan Sue type shit. But in game, bro, it's supposed to be rough. Like it's a football game. You're literally cracking motherfuckers. We literally get excited over somebody getting cracked because it's fun. But that's why I say respectable in the game. It's two different type of respect. Like you're supposed to showboat and shit like that. That's part of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you keep it in that context of Drew Brees was kind of like I don't like how passive aggressive. I don't like it. Just seemed like he just was like, okay, next year. No, bro, you supposed to be mad. Like you supposed to be drilling them refs in that 2018. If Drew Brees would, let me tell you something. Drew Brees' name hold weight. If Drew Brees would have got on that podium and act a fucking fool, right? To them refs, bro. Who knows if bro, this I'm saying, bro. Y'all know how much power this dude got, bro. If Drew Brees would have, I guarantee if Drew Brees got on that podium and act a fucking donkey, an absolute clown, I guarantee they would have reversed that call. They would have seen into it. Cause Drew Brees would be like, man, look, man, they got people got to speak up for themselves. They got a voice, man. He never used his voice like that. That's why Saints kept getting fucked over. Right? I really truly believe if Drew Brees would have said some shit, they would have made us replay that fucking what you call them, bro.
Right. I mean, I think the thing that made Tom Brady more liked by referees is that, well, I don't really know if "likes" really the word, but like Brady, he would show aggression. So I think they didn't want to mess with Brady, and yeah, but yeah, when it comes down to it, I just don't understand the point of football because a lot of people say, let the boys play, let them play. Rules are rules. I don't care nothing about them, let them play. I don't care about nothing. I don't care nothing about that. Rules are rules.
Bad movie from a grunt.
All right. But like, rules are rules. Saying let him play, and since Izzy's gone, yeah, Jerry, you can handle that. I stopped paying attention to what he said like 5 shows ago. But anyways, back on topic. Rules are rules. Saying that, how let him play that bull crap. I'm sorry, but like some stuff you just can't get away with, and that's one of them. You can't you can't freaking level somebody in the head before the ball's even there. Like, and that reminded me of when Ella, like, I don't know if y'all are college football fans of the show. What are you doing? Get back. Sorry, I'm talking to a cat right now, but like that reminded me when LSU played against South Carolina a couple years ago, and I got pretty sick and tired of the ninnies and the South Carolina fan base whining about the bad calls. Because like there's a difference when it comes down to it, right? Because when Garrett Nuss, if you remember that game, I don't know if anybody's watched you, but it's going to click in a second. When Garrett Nussmeier was dragged down by the horse collar and threw a pick six, they threw a flag. But South Carolina fans got upset by that, saying cheating. That's not cheating. You can't grab a quarterback by the horse collar and yank him to the ground, force an interception, and not expect a flag to come your way. And then after a quarterback throws an interception and you blindside block him to oblivion, that's going to draw a flag. Shout out to Matt Moscona, man. He was talking about that whenever we were playing South Carolina. And it's like, he's right. Like, so when you compare the two, right? How was the LSU game? All of those were flags, but the Saints game, it wasn't a flag. Like, it's because of the market, right? LSU is a pretty respectable college football market or program or whatever you want to call it. But the Saints, right? They're not respected in the NFL. They're not. People treat us like we're the New York Jets. People treat us like we kill cats for fun. People treat us like we are like the worst people to ever hang out with. People treat us like dirt that's on your shoe. But it's like there's a difference from us whining about the bad call to the South Carolina fans whining about the bad calls. So the South Carolina, those were legitimate penalties. You can go look at the stuff. Like people say, shoulder pad. Even if it was a shoulder pad, you can't yank a quarterback down. That's illegal. Whether it's a shoulder pad or not. You can't yank him down. You can't hold, like it's literally holding. You can't hold him and push him down. But there's a difference from that to getting leveled, like getting knocked in the next year because, like, before the ball's even there. It was so bad. It was so bad. When that game happened, everybody was talking about it. And I've said, Izzy will be back. I've said for years, I don't care how long ago the no call was. I've said for years, and I've yelled about this for years. To the people that are saying, you all choked in overtime. It wasn't just about what happened after. It's always going to be what was. What happened. And I'm going to tell you what happened. Nobody's trying to play football after that call happened. Nobody. After that, when I tell you, there was never a fan base more sucked out of than Saints fans that day. Like, that was probably the most heartbreaking loss in NFL history. Screw Saints history. Probably Saints history. Or probably NFL history. Because if you go look at it, when the Rams got the field goal, and when they celebrated on your home field, a game that they did not deserve to win at all, that's the most heartbreaking it could ever get. When the better team did not win, and it was at your home field, a team that you beat earlier in the year, so you're watching all the confetti come down on the Florida Lee. It doesn't get much worse than that. Like, if we look at all the playoff games and all the Saints heartbreak, it's like the Saints never get outplayed in the playoffs. Never. But you're going to have these people saying, oh, Brees lost 8 playoff games. What was he supposed to do? Travel through time? What, was he supposed to play some defense too? Was he supposed to be defensive player of the year?
Exactly. I'm right here, TK. What's wrong with you?
Like, was Drew Brees supposed to go be defensive player of the year? Like, what you want the man to do? He can only do what he's in control of. He did his part. Like, let's say you're working a job, right? A 9 to 5, whatever. Let's say you're working a job, and you hand in all your assignments. Like, I'm telling, like, you did everything you were supposed to do, but you had this one guy that failed to do it all. That failed to get his work done on time, and y'all both got fired for it. How would you feel? Not good. You did what you were supposed to do, but you got fired because other people didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's literally what you did. He got fired from the playoffs because the defense failed to do what they were supposed to do. Brees did his part. The defense didn't.
Me too. I'm surprised they ain't got no fucking Patriots. What's happening with you, brother? I'm surprised they ain't got no bitch-ass Patriots fans in there, too. That's why I want them. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I cannot stand the New England. Y'all already know. Up to motherfucker. Y'all already know I don't like the Patriots. I already know I don't like them bitches.
Right.
They some cheap motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Them and the fucking the Chiefs. But yeah, like I said, proof is on the screen. Tom Brady, 7 championship, 7 top 10 scoring defensive. I just want to see what y'all gonna say, man. Like, look at this shit. 6th, 2nd, 3rd, 8th. This is an average of like, bro. This is top 5 average. 9
Right.
points. Come on, the motherfucking Chiefs score 9 points in the fucking. Come on, bro. No, I couldn't stand this fucking team. This is like America's. They say that the Cowboys is this really America's team, bro. People, this is who they push. Cowboys are smoke screen. If they want the Cowboys that good, they'll throw flags on them. This fucking team, man, this is what they want. It's going like some Boston shit. It's like the Celtics good too. 2 Massachusetts teams. One damn the most Super Bowls in the championship.
Right. I mean, the dude literally won 7. Like, the dude won 7 Super Bowls. How much did he have a top 10 defense in? 7.
All 7.
I'm sorry, but the math's not math. He didn't have 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 Super Bowl rings.
And not just a regular defense, scoring defense. Scoring defense means this how much I was scoring on my defense averaged on your ass. Like, scoring defense means you actually was getting, like the Bears had the number 1 scoring defense that year. This defense, I mean that other year, the last year, this defense was actually helping them get points. They were getting points off turnovers, like pick sixes, fumbles. It's fucking crazy, dog.
Right. It's crazy. I mean, like, when the defense is scoring your point, like, when you are in a, like, when's the last time Drew Brees played in the game and the defense and he and the other team in the playoffs, like when's the last time Drew Brees played a playoff game where the other team scored 15 or less points? It doesn't happen. But like with the Patriots against the Rams, 3 points. Like the defense balled out. Like the offense, like the Patriots, if they were the Saints would have rocked the Patriots. Like a lot of people would say, well, y'all weren't going to beat the Patriots. The hell we weren't. Like, dude, if you put Drew Brees and the 2018 New Orleans Saints, who had one of the best offenses all time, and you put that team against Tom Brady and the Patriots, oh, the Saints going to win by 20. It's not even close.
If you give Drew Brees the Legion of Boom, he win by 3, 4, 5 Super Bowls.
Dude, if you give Drew Brees the Legion of Boom, man, he's no doubt about it the best quarterback of all time. But because the Saints are terrible, you see, and this is why this is why I give Mickey Loomis a lot of crap. Because he was the general manager, and he saw how bad our defense was, and he did nothing until Drew Brees was about to retire to fix it.
Yeah.
By the time he fixed the defense, everything was too late. Drew Brees wasn't he was good, but he wasn't a top 5 quarterback in the league no more. He wasted 20 years that he could have had of dominance because he had terrible defense. Do you know the amount of Super Bowls the Saints should have? You know the amount of banners that should be inside of Caesar Superdome right now?
Yep.
Probably more than some people's ages, boy. But it gets to the point. General manager, right? When it comes down to general managing, let's break down the words general manager. He was managing the general team, the general organization, which includes the defense. So when the Saints defense is not Drew Brees won a Super Bowl with the 20th best defense. But you're not going to get that lucky every year. You're just not.
Yeah.
So relying on the same stuff to get you over that hump, that is a recipe for disaster. It's not a recipe for success. For example, we give Tom Brady all this crap. The Patriots GM was their general. Well, it was technically Bill Belichick, but he was amazing at being a GM for some time because he got the Patriots this top 10 defense, scoring defense. He got guys that could take the ball away from opposing offenses and score points off of them. Tom Brady, did he have a pretty good career? Yes. 7 Super Bowls. You can't take nothing away from that. But I can dissect it. Look, men lie, women lie. Numbers do not lie.
Yep.
And what do the numbers say? The numbers say Tom Brady won all 7 of his Super Bowls with a top 10 scoring defense. 7. All 7 of them. Not some of the 7, not a couple of the 7, not most of the 7. All 7 Super Bowls he won with a top 10 defense. So you can't tell me that the Saints would have not dominated the Patriots in Super Bowl 50. What was it? 53, 52, something like that. You can't tell me Saints wouldn't have dominated. I'm sorry, not sorry, but it's the Patriots were not a good team. Okay, obviously they were a good team to make it to the Super Bowl, but they were not the Saints were way better, not even close. And you know how good Drew Brees and the Saints were? It got to the point where the Saints were unanimous. They were unanimous Super Bowl favorites. Nobody had anybody but the Saints win the Super Bowl. And you know how bad it was when the no call happened? It was so bad. It literally nobody stopped talking about it until week 1 of the next year. And even then, dude, the game happened 6 or 7 years ago, and I'm still talking about it. That's how bad it was.
Wow. And like you said, let me read this comment right quick. It says, Brees by far. This crazy. I like this comment thing. I was actually watching this the other day about this. Brees by far, the media despises him. If I remember, he had 7. Yeah, 7 5. He had 5,000 yard seasons. But he also led the league in passing 7 straight times. He was 7-time pass the league, and yet Matt Ryan got a fucking MVP over him. Come on, bro. He said, but Brady had 2 with all the talent. I don't even think that Brady ever threw for 5,000 yards. Maybe one time. I don't think it was twice. I don't think he did. I think he did it one time, bro. Because that's if he even done it. Because I know Brees got smashed. And that Drew Brees got everybody else combined got like 4. And I know Jameis did it. Ben Roethlisberger did it. Um,
All right.
Brady only 2 with all talent. He had means. He was pure as got carried by stack team and player. That's what I'm saying. Got carried by stack team. Let's not let's take in consideration when he had Randy Moss. Like
Yeah, Brady
Randy
threw
never
for
had no
5,000 two
world
times.
beat. It was 2 times. Okay.
Yeah, he did it in 2021 with Tampa Bay, and his first time he did it was all the way back in 2011 with the Patriots. So he did 2011 and 2021, 10 years.
Did he win the MVP that year with Tampa Bay? I think.
No, he was definitely he was up there for MVP, but that was the year Aaron Rodgers got
Aaron
it.
Rodgers won it. Yeah.
I think that was his second of his back-to-back. That the time that he did it.
So Brady threw for all this, right? All these yards, 5,000 yards. The barely did it. But we kind of taking. But how much yards did he throw for in the game we played us? 199, less than 200.
Threw for
We
a
had
buck.
this number
200.
that whole fucking year. The whole year we had this number. So, like you said, he was patting up all, throwing all these stats. And let's not forget the weapons: Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette in the backfield. He was throwing it too. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to look into that deep into that game, Leonard Fournette is the reason that they won the motherfucker. Their defense, but Leonard Fournette was catching screen passes and shit, but he was just building them out, big runs. Yeah, fuck the Pats, man. They Spygate. Then let's look at the Spygate shit.
And now you have a Tom Brady Glazer in the chat. We have a Tom Brady
Oh, we
Glazer that
do?
just entered the chat.
We're gonna
King
get to that
Adonis
motherfucker.
03 entered the chat with his Brady Glaze.
Come your ass, click the link and come on the stage and come prove us wrong, nigga.
This dude said this shouldn't even be a debate. This is insulting to Brady. After 20 years, Brady went to the NFC and won as many rings as Brees. I think if Brady was in the NFC, he'd win more. That's a comment by King Adonis 03. His words, not mine. You can't sue me, but you can sue King Adonis.
Stupid, dumbass. He don't even know how many Brady played 23 seasons, dumbass. So you don't even know. You sound crazy just off that. You don't even know how many seasons Brady played. He played 3 more seasons.
It took us an hour. It took us almost 2 hours, but we finally got a Brady Glaze to join the chat.
Let me read this comment. Friend Carls went his way for Brees to win the GOAT. If subject Super Bowl, he has super talent and still cooking on her. Okay, let's bring him up on the stage, bro. You talking a lot of shit, right? Respectfully, bro. You talking a lot of shit, so you got to come on this motherfucking stage and come debate. King Adonis don't know shit about he honestly don't know shit about. Are you a soccer fan? A hockey fan? You watching some fucking Wayne Gretzky highlights or something? Because you don't know football, bro. Look at the screen that we presented. Before you come in here, let me break this shit down, right? Yeah, I'm ready to chop his ass because it's just I'm be honest with y'all, bro. Respectfully, bro, I cannot stand a media puppet. You're a media puppet. You don't know shit about the NFC. You probably a motherfucking goddamn motherfucking hockey fan, right? Look at the screen, nigga.
Right.
You said this shouldn't be a debate. How should it be a debate? And Drew Brees owned all the records. It took Tom Brady 3 extra seasons to break his records. How should it be the debate when Drew Brees only had three Super Bowl 3 times in the NFL where he led the league? I mean, 3 times where he had a top scoring. Tom Brady, look at the screen. All 7 of Tom Brady's defenses, he had a top 10 scoring defense. Let me go even deep into it. Let's go into it. Let me scroll down, nigga. Top 10 scoring defense, 6, second, third, 8, first, number 1, 7, 8. Stop. Brady played for a top 10 scoring defense 17 times out of 23 seasons. A major factor in this 7 rings. Let's who got the higher passer rating. Since you want to talk shit, and I'm bringing this why I say I'm telling you, bro, you don't say they're gonna chew you to pieces, bro. You don't know shit about football. Let's bring it out. Let's go, right, to Tom Brady.
Right.
Drew Brees passer rating. Let's who got the higher passer rating in the fucking playoff. Drew Brees finished his NFL career with a 97.1 passer rating. Let's go to Tom Brady passer rating.
King Adonis just said, "I know way more football.
You don't
I
know football.
know
Get on the
way
stage
more
if you
about
know
football
football,
than you."
nigga. Get on the fucking stage.
Like, how are you gonna say that and you're still hiding?
Get
How
on the
long?
stage since you know football.
Yeah. Do you
You
think
know
over or
football.
under
If
10 minutes?
if you knew football, you if you this is what I say see, this is why I'm so glad we got this YouTube, bro. You know why I'm so glad we got this YouTube and brothers like you, Mikey, and brothers like in the chat because now he in the chat. We get to expose people like this. So now he on the stage. Wait, this can't be him, right? No, this Brian Turner. Oh, what's up, brother? Who that to you, baby?
What's up, baby? How you doing tonight?
What's
What's up,
up, man?
man?
To see you in a minute. Good to see you, brother.
Well, first off, man, shout out to y'all in the nation. This is one of the oldest conversations we've had in the 2000s, right? In regards to these two, especially considering the fact that a lot of people discredit Drew and just the machine-like efficiency he had when he got to New Orleans and Sean Payton. A lot of people need to remember Tom Brady became the icon Tom Brady a little later in his career. When Tom Brady was winning Super Bowls, it really wasn't him. It was Bill Belichick. It
Yep.
was those great Patriots defenses. It was Tom
Exactly.
with clutch play. Don't get me wrong. Of course, Tom was the key catalyst to a lot of what they did. But let's just face it. Is Tom Brady gonna? I want to ask you a question. Was Tom Brady the reason they beat that loaded Philadelphia Eagles team back in the day? Or was it
Nope.
more because, think about it. Like, was Tom Brady going to outduel Donovan McNabb back then and Terrell Owens? Or was it more because the Patriots had a great overall team?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's look, like, especially early in Tom Brady's career. Tom Brady wasn't better than Kurt Warner. Tom
Nope.
Brady arguably wasn't better than Jake Delhomme the time they played against each other in the Super Bowl.
Bring it
The
out.
best quarterbacks in the NFL during that time were who? Peyton Manning and also Brett Favre and Kurt Warner. Those were the best quarterbacks in the NFL. When Drew Brees came to New Orleans under Sean Payton, damn near the day he stepped on the field under Sean Payton, he was the best. He was a top 5 quarterback in the
And they
NFL.
went to the NFC Championship.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong. Tom Brady's greatness is in the fact that
You on mute, brother. You on mute. Brian Turner, you on mute.
can you hear me now? I
Yeah,
think
I
I
can
might
hear you
have
now.
bumped into my router. 1 second. Can you hear me now? I might have
Yeah,
bumped
we
into
can hear
my
you, bro. You
router.
good, bro?
Yeah.
You good? You good?
Sorry about that. I'm so goofy. I'm in my
No,
computer
you're
room.
good.
Good, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Uh, Tom Brady's greatness in those Patriots teams' greatness, right, was in what? Collective team effort, and the fact that Bill Belichick ran a tight. Basically, they were like modern day Bill Parcells teams, right? It wasn't about one guy. It was about, hey, we're gonna come out and we're gonna be the best team. We're gonna outcoach people. We're gonna out scheme people. Drew Brees under Sean Payton was the most prolific passer in recent NFL history. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And like I said, man, I have this conversation a lot. Who has a higher peak as far as a pure passer in football than Drew Brees and Peyton Manning? Like
Drew
when we took
Brees, he got better
exactly
efficiency, a higher pass. Even
And now
if you
King
look at the screen
Adonis
right
is
now, I'm
saying
even
you know
going
both.
into the fact that Tom Brady had an 89.8 passer rating, and Drew Brees' 97.1 in the playoffs.
right,
Even if you look at the screen too, you'll see that Tom Brady 7 times with his Super Bowls, he finished with a top 10 scoring defense. Drew Brees only had 3 to finish with
right.
in top 10 scoring defense. So I'm trying to see how this even a conversation with when Drew Brees only finished with 3 times. And look at the 3 times what happened in 2010 when he had 7 points. This was the beast quake. Drew Brees put up 32 points. 32 points. King of Dynasty, you don't know shit about fucking football, nigga.
Like King
Right.
Adonis, you said that Drew Brees, like you have to score points to win. We literally, Drew Brees in 5 of his 8 playoff losses scored a go-ahead touchdown to take the lead.
Yeah.
So you look, this is what he just said.
And
It's not about none of that shit when you on the field and you got to drive down the field to score. Brees did drive down the field and score. It's not his fault that time was not on his side.
And
That's
I'm
why I
gonna
say he
say
don't know
this.
shit about football. He just saying shit because he's a
No,
media. The guys like this, I respect y'all guys. But y'all watch football. Some of these motherfuckers don't watch football. They just he talking about we didn't play football. What the fuck they got to do with somebody playing knowing about football? And if we did play football, just because somebody in the NFL don't mean they don't know football or they didn't know how to play football. A lot of obstacles in different people's way.
wow,
So for you to sit up here, right? But you listen to these fucking analysts that never even played a lick of football, never even
well,
touched a football. You know what I'm
well, I
saying? So
played.
you don't know anything about football because if you did, you wouldn't be this illiterate. You wouldn't say nothing like Drew
I'm
Brees
talking
don't
about
can't play
media.
football. Drew Brees is the most statistically accurate quarterback in NFL history. You would know that Drew Brees in 2010, right? These are the 3 times he had top 10 scoring defenses. 3 times. Let's examine it. 2010, right here is when they lost. Let's see what the outcome was. Let's see what the outcome was in 2010 under Drew Brees. Because he said, well, he did make the playoff. Oh, is he the top to score defense? NFC 2010, NFC wild card. They lost to Seattle on a beast quake. Look at the fucking points that he put up. Nigga, 36 points. And they lost.
And I think also need to discuss. And like I said, the styles of play of the Saints and the Patriots is the reason why I believe, you know, you'll see Drew Brees have worse defenses than Tom Brady. Like for example, the Patriots under Bill Belichick, especially like from 2000 to 2012 ish, they were kind of like a, even though yeah they let Brady air it out, they were still kind of like a run balance team. Even the
Yeah.
years the Saints had a good to great run game, that's still a passing team. And when you're and like I said, I played. You know, even when you're a passing team, you could have talent on defense, but if you're a passing team, you tend to have what worse the defenses because
Right.
you're not on the field as long. And like I said, what makes Tom Brady great is the fact that, like the gentleman mentioned in the chat, I will give him this: Tom Brady is football's most playoff savvy quarterback. That's proven by the Super Bowls. However, as far as the most talented passers in the game, don't get me wrong, Brady's in the conversation, but I would have to put Brees and Manning over him because their peak, like their peak as far as passes, not even Tom touched them.
Right.
Which you could say, you could, and like I said, you can even make the case that maybe Tom didn't need to do that. Like I said, his teams were built more to be run balanced defensive teams, under Belichick. However, again, no, like I said, you cannot show me a season Manning had. Even Manning's 50 touchdown season don't really come close to what Peyton did in 13 and what Drew did in 11. Nothing comes close to that. It wasn't just dominance. What those two did revolutionize football.
Yeah,
Right.
you right
I
about that,
mean,
bro.
when it
That's what
comes
I'm
down
saying.
to it, I mean, yeah,
He,
I
he
mean,
ain't gonna
King of
click
Don
that.
is like,
He's sticking.
like I gotta say this to you, like when it comes down to like, and when you say it's not like when football's not just about the numbers, no, that's where you're wrong. Don't get me wrong, rings matter. I'm not saying rings don't matter. However, when you are a player at your position and your number one goal is to be better than your peers, there was nobody that was better in the 20 years than Drew Brees. You know how good Brees was? When he retired, he was 70 touchdowns ahead of Brady. Brady had to play 3 more years just to get past Brees. Come on
I had
now.
a knockdown, drag out fight with somebody about that, bro. I don't know why a lot of Tom Brady supporters don't understand that. Drew and Peyton retired, and they was like, okay,
Yep.
yeah, Tom now is number one in a lot of all time lists. The same reason why LeBron's number one in a lot of all time lists. He played a lot longer than a lot of people did,
Right.
right? We
Yeah.
got to be honest with ourselves. In a more fixed time frame, they were better. Not, I'm not just gonna say better quarterback. They were more prolific quarterbacks. So, like I said, we can talk about Tom being the greatest in terms of being a winner. Just like you could say Joe Montana is a better winner than Dan Marino. He's a better winner than Brett Favre. He's probably not better than either one of those two dudes because they're just better players.
Right.
It's just more talented players. Like, okay, Joe Montana was what a prolific Super Bowl winning quarterback. Dan Marino was the most talented quarter. Dan Marino and John Elway were the two most talented football players at their position during their time. Why? Because they just were. They were more prolific passers. They had better numbers. Yeah, and I'm gonna end with this. It took, bruh. It took, like you just said before. It took Tom staying in the league and burning out his fuse, basically, and basically driving himself like Drew and Peyton, yeah, they went out the way they went out. At the end of the day, look how far ahead Drew and Peyton were on the all-time list than Tom was when it comes to passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage.
Right. I mean,
And that's
okay, so when people, okay, so now he's saying longevity matters. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, cook him. Go ahead, cook him, Mike.
Like, okay, so you say longevity matters. What animal? Let's talk about animals. I like animals. Do you like animals? Let's talk about animals. What is the better animal in your opinion? A cheetah or a cockroach? Do you value a cockroach because the cockroach won't go away? Or do you value a cheetah? Because I think personally a cheetah is better than a cockroach. Just because the cockroach won't go away, that don't mean that it's the better animal than a cheetah. So you saying longevity matters? They played the same amount of years, but Brees retired, and Brady played an extra 3 years when Brees retired. And you say longevity matters? Okay, bet. Drew Brees said his words. If he never had cracked ribs, he would still be playing football today.
So, and let me add to that too, right? Is Derrick Rose, his span of his career after he broke his ankle, right? Derrick Rose is Draymond Green or Lance Stevenson better than fucking Derrick Rose? Because Derrick Rose, his peak was what? Maybe 4-5 years? Supposed to a person like I'd say Al Horford, right? Let's use Al Horford for example. Is Al Horford a better player than Derrick Rose in his prime? Yeah. So you talking about longevity? You sound stupid. Because if I ask you a longevity question, you gonna choke on your own motherfucking spit.
Look, King Adonis just said that. So y'all saying Sam Darnold the best quarterback because he just won? No, that's what you're saying. You're saying that. We're arguing the complete opposite. You're saying how rings matter. You're saying how rings matter. We're not saying that. We're saying how stats matter. You just contradicted yourself. You just lost this argument.
He contradicted himself?
Yes. He said, so now y'all think Sam Darnold the best because he just won? You're the one saying that. You guys mentioned he played longer, so I said longevity matters. You're the one that... Lord, please help this dude. He don't know what he's talking about.
You know, and see, that's the thing, Mike. These guys, let me tell y'all something about these motherfuckers. These guys, this is what you have. I wouldn't be surprised this dude worked for Fox Sports 1, right? With the shit that he coming out of his mouth. Yes, overrange. Dude, listen, you know what? I'm trying not to call this dude a motherfucker, dude, but I might have to call him a motherfucker. Because, are we serious? You're a loser. Let me ask you a question, Mikey, right? Who's the better quarterback? Nick Foles or Josh Allen?
Let's think. Nick Foles got the ring, but Josh Allen got everything else.
So exactly. What about Terry Bradshaw or Drew Brees?
Jerry Rice or Drew Brees, man.
Not Jerry Rice, Terry Bradshaw.
I was about to say Terry Bradshaw. Well, I mean, Bradshaw got a lot of rings, but he had the best team of in that decade. So I think Brees.
The steel curtain, right?
Exactly.
So what about Dan Marino? No, look at you talking about to a point where you sound like a fucking idiot, nigga. What about Dan Marino or Jalen Hurts? Come on, dude, stop.
Jalen Hurts.
This is blasphemy.
Like this dude contradicted himself 6 times already. Like he says, y'all said longevity, so I said longevity matters. Look, what would you rather? Okay, yes, I understand you play to win games, and Drew Brees won games. The playoff games Brees lost, Brees did not lose. His defense lost. Like the Minneapolis Miracle, he could not do a thing better.
Couldn't do it.
So, but you're like you call us losers. You call us losers, okay?
Yeah,
Why are
let his
you
stupid ass
if
talk.
if we are keyboard warriors, if we are losers, why are you not on this panel?
He said we play to win rings, but when you have stats go along with. So okay, watch this. Answer the question. Who's the better fucking quarterback? Dan Marino, right? Dan Marino or Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me put Trent Dilfer. Who's the better quarterback? Trent Dilfer or Dan Marino? One got a ring, one don't. And they both careers is over.
Exactly.
You see how stupid you sound?
Is Joe Flacco better than Dan Marino?
This is crazy.
Is Sam Darnold top 10 all time? Because
Exactly.
The same dude that was almost out the league 2 years ago?
This is crazy. Is Eli Manning better than Ben Roethlisberger? They got two Super Bowl. I'm gonna say it's who got about 3 of them bitches. Bro, we can do this shit all day, bro. Talent wise, like you said, range matter, but it's talent.
Dude,
it's talent.
It's free.
And it's about what you had around you as your talent, right?
Yeah.
You can make the case. A lot of quarterbacks is better than you can make the case. Big Ben is better than Tom Brady. You can make the case. A lot of these teams that had bad defenses, fuck, I could make a case. I know my nigga TK make a case for him as far as 49. They lost to the Jaguars. They put up 45 fucking points against Jacksonville. It still lost because the defense was so shitty.
Right, and you know how I know King Adonis is so scared? He said, "I'm not paying to come on the show, dude. It's free. You don't pay a cent. Find a better excuse, buddy."
Yeah, Big Ben not for the bulk of his career, right? He had some good defenses in the 2000s. I'm saying when he had those 2 seasons where they had one of the best offenses in the league, and they had bad defense, and they lost. They literally put up 40 to the Browns and lost 2. But what I'm saying is, I'm just showing you in different scenarios. Drew Brees, let's go back to it, right? When numbers don't, let's go to the stats, right? So back to the drawing board, right? We got here, Mr. Wrong tab. Hold up. And yeah, who had a better passer rate, dumbass? Tom Brady or Drew Brees? Ask him that. Who had the better passer rate, Tom Brady or Drew Brees? So right here, look. This was 2010, right? We just looked at the 3 times that Drew Brees had a top 10 scoring defense, right? This year he put up 36 points. Mikey, is this winning? Is this a winning score?
Yeah, I've seen teams win with those points.
That's above league average. League average is what, 25, 22?
Right. Like if it's over
now look,
30.
I need to enter the studio and finna make a fool of himself. I'm
in this chat.
First.
I'm in this fucking chat because y'all chatting right now.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Y'all chatting right now.
Before you
talking about I'm scared. Scared about
right?
what?
Hold
up. Talking about?
Hold up. Calm down, brother. Who had the higher passer rating in the playoffs? Drew Brees
let me tell you something.
Tom Brady.
Let me tell you something.
Bro,
let me tell you something. Hold on.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Hold on. Before we get into any of that shit, let me tell you something. This is how I know you guys don't pay attention to sports. You guys don't watch sports, and you guys don't play sports. When you play sports, and stats don't matter. You have one job and one obligation. It is to will your team to victory. It does not matter how you do it. It does not matter how you win.
Fucking defense is the main component.
Defense is not the only way you win
the dude
a football game.
Fucking scoring defense.
My man. So listen. Case in point, Tom Brady's first Super Bowl.
Hold on, wait a minute. Just wait.
Tom Brady's first. I'm debunking everything you say right now.
Brother, I want you to answer my question. Who has the better passer rating in the fucking playoffs?
In the playoffs, how many times did Brees?
Who had the higher passer rating?
How many times? Answer me this question.
Hold up, you can't. Okay, listen, bro. Before we go anywhere, you can't do this. You got to answer the question. I'm gonna give you the flow, but don't run past my question because you smoke screening because you finna get your ass bust.
You asking about a passer rating in the playoffs? Do you hear yourself, bro?
Doesn't it?
Okay, all right. No, I'm gonna play a game. I'm gonna play a game,
bro.
I'm gonna play a game. Let's say this. Brees did, right? Now I answered your question.
So who had the better playoff career?
How many times did Brees make the playoffs?
His fucking defense was
No,
dead
answer
last
the
almost
question
every
now. Answer
year.
the question now. If you're gonna talk that, answer the
That's
question.
a
How many
team
times did he make the
game. It's a
playoffs?
team game.
Yo, if somebody makes, oh, now it's a team game, right? So you
Yes,
can't do that, my man. Now it's a team game, right? If you're gonna bring up playoffs, how many times did Brees make the playoffs?
he made the playoff. He didn't make it that many times because his defense
Okay,
was
then.
fucking
So of
trash
course his
half of the
passing rate is
time.
gonna be better. If he makes the playoffs less, of course he's gonna have a better pass. Why? Because he's making the playoffs less.
Bro, no,
Don't
no, no,
tell
no,
me,
no, no, no.
bro. Are you
First of all,
hearing
if you go
yourself
into
right now?
longevity,
You're
Drew Brees
comparing. You're
will still
comparing
outplay his
somebody.
ass.
Are
Let
you
me tell you
comparing?
why. Let's go to
You're
the stats,
comparing
right?
somebody that made the
Let's
playoffs
go. Oh, let's go to
four
the stats.
times in his career
Let's go to
versus
the
somebody
stats.
that made the playoffs, the
Let's go to
Super
the stats.
Bowl
Okay, let me
10
ask you a
times.
question.
How many
Hold
times
on, let
did
me ask you a
how many
question.
times how many times did Breeze go to the Super Bowl?
Who? Okay, watch
How
this.
many times? No,
I'm about to kill his
I
whole
answered your
argument. Watch
question.
this here.
I answered your question.
Hold on,
Answer
wait,
my
wait.
question, bro.
I'm about to kill his whole argument.
How many
Who?
times did Breeze go to the Super Bowl?
How many times he had bad fucking defenses?
Now you wouldn't know the same way I answered your question.
He
Answer
didn't
my
go because
question.
it's not a
The
one player
same way
fucking
I
game.
answered your question. Answer my question, bro.
He didn't go because it's not a
Okay
one
then.
player
So what
game.
are we
That's not
talking
fucking
about?
basketball.
Don't move the
I'm
goalpost, bro.
answering your question. He didn't make it more Tom Brady because his defenses were fucking abominable.
Now you're talking about because the defenses were abominable.
Dude, look at the
I'm
screen,
giving
bro.
you. I'm
Tom Brady, all 7 of his Super Bowls with a top 10 scoring defense, boasting 17 defenses throughout his 23 career. This nigga
We
had
lost to the
with 23
Giants.
seasons on the
We
17
lost to the
seasons.
Giants
Tom
twice.
Brady was put
What
in
are
a
we
better
talking about?
organization and
We
a
lost
better
to the
spot.
we
Look
lost
at
to
the
the
times we won
Giants
a Super
twice.
Bowl.
We lost to
Six,
the Giants
seven,
twice. So what are you
second,
talking about?
third, eighth,
We lost to the
first.
Philly. We lost to Philly. We lost three.
Oh, he a
What are we
Patriots fan is
talking
coming
about?
out.
You act like we had superb no, we did not have superb defenses all like
So
you're
this
chatting.
lion,
And
this is a lion
that's
stat.
how I know, and this is how I know you just reading
Hold on,
pure
I asked you a
stats.
question. Is
You're
this a
not
lion
watching the
stat?
game. You're not watching the game.
Is this a
Yo,
lion stat?
what?
Is this a lion stat?
No, it's not a
Oh, you know
lion
why y'all
stat.
wait. You know why y'all lost to Philadelphia and Tom Brady? Hold on, wait a minute. And Tom Brady put up 500 points, 500 yards, right? When he was stat padding at the end. It shows you the same shit that Drew Brees had to go through. Wait a minute. The same shit that Drew Brees had to go through when he was putting up these fucking numbers against San Francisco and all these different teams, and he lost on Minnesota Miracle, a no call, and all this shit. And when you get to the Super Bowl, you see how it feels to lose, putting up 40 fucking points against the Eagles. That's the same shit Brees had to do his whole fucking career.
How many times did Breeze go to the how long did Breeze play for? How long did Breeze play in the NFL?
You played 20 seasons.
Okay, out of those 20 seasons, those were 3 to 4 situations that you're telling me about.
No, brother, no. Let me show
Those
you.
are 3 to 4. Pull up how many times
I'm
did
gonna show
Breeze
you.
get robbed or snubbed on a late call that stopped him from going to the playoff?
Okay, let me
That
show you.
stopped him from going to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna show
Pull
you.
that up for
You
me.
can see my screen.
Pull that up for me.
Okay, I'm gonna pull
In
it
his
up.
20 seasons,
I'm
bro.
gonna pull it
And
up. I'm
then
gonna pull it
pull
up.
up how many times
I'm
did he
pulling it up,
have
nigga.
and compare.
No, you went
Thank
to 8.
you.
Let me pull it up. In 8, in 5. Listen, I look at it. Oh, let me share my screen. In five, in 5 of 8 playoff losses, Drew Brees' last drive of the game resulted in a touchdown or a field goal that put his team ahead to tie the game. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you
Resulted
talking
in a
about,
TD.
nigga?
What are we saying right now?
I'm showing you that he had the same winning careers and winning drives as Tom Brady. It's just Tom Brady. Listen, it's not the fact that just to diminish what Tom Brady has done. Of course, Tom Brady did his thing in the playoffs because the games were close. When the games are close, because you got a good defense to keep you in the game. Like, for example, the Rams game when y'all won 13-3. When y'all won 13-3, Tom Brady played like chicken shit. That's why Amendola got the thing. The defenses, the Patriots team was the reason that they won the Super Bowl most of the time, not Brady. It was their balance. They
Are
had
you
a balance of a
crazy?
roster.
Are you?
Yes, they had a balance. I just pointed out to you Brady's first Super Bowl, bro. I can point out many Super Bowls where Brady wielded his team back, bro.
Oh, you talking about when Vinatieri kicked the field goal?
Yo, are you telling me that the defense is the one that brought them back from yo, you know that's game
Yes,
time,
every time he went to the Super Bowl, he had
bro,
top 10
bro,
scoring
the greatest,
defenses.
bro. Bro,
Did y'all
they
ever get? No, let me
literally
ask you a better
called the
question,
game.
bro.
They
Wait, I got a
literally
better
called
question
the
for you. Did y'all
game.
ever get
They
blown out in the
literally
Super
called the
Bowl?
game and said Brady should not even be going
Wait, let me
for
ask you a
no
question. Did
game
y'all ever get
tying.
blown out in the Super Bowl?
What?
You ever got blown out in the Super Bowl?
Why do you think that was a reason why? Do you
Because the
think that was a
defense has
reason?
kept y'all in the game.
That is nasty for you to say that.
It
We
is, bro. It's
just
the
we
truth,
we
bro.
went against the Falcons and we almost got
The
spanked.
defense is giving
Right.
them
Hold on. Wait a minute. And I'm gonna let you cook, Mike. You're right. And if Brady would have kept scoring, y'all wouldn't have won the game if y'all defense wasn't making stops.
the
Bro, it
defense forced
takes,
the fumble.
yo, the same way you said before is a team game. It's a team game. There's so many
Mike, hold up,
quarterbacks
Mike.
that would have folded in that situation,
Hold up, Mike.
being down 28-3,
I
bro.
got him, Mike.
When we went against the Seahawks, when we went against the
Y'all would have
Seahawks,
lost that
we
game.
would we would have folded. The defense won that game, rightfully so. But if we didn't put ourselves in a position to even get in that
Listen,
space, bro. Yo, at
bro.
the end of the game, at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying. I am not taking nothing away from Breeze. But at the end of the day, we play sports to win. You
Oh,
find a way
I
to
understand
win.
that, brother. Listen,
Against all odds, you find a
I
way to
understand. I'm gonna
win.
let Mike go after this. I just gotta say, I understand that. I am not in no wise trying to take credit away from Brady. I'm trying to show you that it would have been an equal or higher playing field with Brees because of this the scenario. What I'm saying is this here. Of course, like I agree with you. You said you gotta put yourself in a position to win the game, right? But it's easy to put yourself in a position in the game when your ass is literally always in striking distance because you have a top elite top 10 defense.
That's
Like
not
I give you
pull up.
example.
Okay,
I
give
give
me
you
a no.
example.
I'm gonna let
The
you
fourth
finish.
Hold on, I give you an example. The 49ers game, right? When we lost to San Francisco, Drew Brees had scored a game-winning touchdown, right? And then Vernon Davis, we gave up literally half the chunk of the field to Alex Smith. The Minnesota Miracle, 2017. Marcus Williams did the dumb shit. Missed the thing. The 2018, the no call. It didn't happen, right? The years that we was in there, the Bears in the NFC Championship, right? The NFC Championship with Chicago, Drew Brees put up 354 points with two touchdowns. We lost because Michael Lewis fumbled on the kickoff and Marcus Colston fumbled. So what I'm saying is, luck has been going. Of course, both quarterbacks put their team in a position to win. But if you equal a playing field, like Drew Brees won it with a top 20 in scoring defense, and when we had it, when you give this guy all of these scoring defenses, okay, they might.
Do me a favor. Pull up how many
Oh
times
shit,
Brady
Hurricane
had
Mike, my bad.
a game winning
Shit,
drive
come
in the
back on the
last two
Hurricane Mike
minutes.
shit.
Pull up how many times Brady had a game-winning drive in the last 2 minutes, and pull up the how many times Breeze had a game-winning drive in the last 2 minutes.
Mikey, come back on the stage, man. Shit, I'm gonna let you get your turn. What you saying? Pull up when he did what?
I need you to compare both Brady and Breeze on their last 2 minute drives of a game. How many each player had a game-winning drive in the last 2 minutes of a game? Because I know Brady beat Breeze and the Saints on a game-winning drive.
What game? What you talking about in the playoffs?
No, just in the regular season, just in general, not in
Drew
the
Brees
playoffs.
got a
Because
better record than Tom Brady against
we already
in.
established that he didn't make the playoffs enough for us to compare the playoff records. So we can't even compare playoff records. Brady is astronomically light years away from that.
Yeah,
Like
because
his
his
numbers
team.
is not,
You giving Brady more credit than the team. The team gets more credit to me than Brady.
and that's the problem. Because and that is your problem right there. You're giving more credit to the team versus giving it to Brady, and it should be the other way around.
Nah, it
And
should
that's my
because
argument. It
it
should
shouldn't
definitely be the
because
other way
Tom
around.
Brady won't Tom Brady even the time yeah y'all beat us. Or I don't know if you're a Patriots fan.
I'm a diehard Patriots fan.
Okay, so I ain't worried about the Tampa
I've
Bay
been
game.
watching the
So
Patriots since 2002.
okay, so even when y'all went to Super Bowl with Randy Moss, right? And y'all went to Super Bowl with Randy Moss and y'all lost 17-14. You tell me Tom Brady couldn't put up y'all defense held
This,
them to 14 points.
the same way you said you guys had got lucky. Other teams got lucky bounces. That was a helmet catch.
brother.
That was
17,
that was
14
two.
points in a playoff game is not good.
Did you not see the play? I mean, you can't even say that because how many times have we had low scoring games? The players dictate how the score is gonna go, right? So we're not even gonna talk about the score.
Defense, but the
The
defense held
the
y'all in the
players,
game. So you're not giving no credit to. So you're gonna just ignore the fact that on the screen
no,
that
the
the
defense
Patriots in
is
their
the
first Super
defense.
Bowl. Look
Okay,
at they
his
defensive rankings:
look,
six,
bro. If that was the
second, hold up,
case,
third,
look,
eighth.
I'm telling you, okay. And here's my case in point. If that was the case, we would have won those two Super Bowls against the Giants because at the end of the day, the defense is what stopped that gave up those points, right? It's the defense that made us lose those Super Bowls, right or wrong.
No.
Yes, it
You want
was.
me to tell
It
you
was a
why? You want me to tell
helmet.
you why I
It
say
was
no?
offense. It was an offensive defensive play.
Listen,
They
you want me
put
to tell you why I
offense.
tell you
The
no?
offense. The
Because
offense caught the
14, hold
ball
up.
on his
Because
helmet.
14, they shouldn't even been in the position. That first down that David Tyree was
So
catching.
okay. So why
Ho-
when I say Brady puts his team in a position to win, you refute that. If now you're saying they shouldn't have been in that position.
Because let me explain why. That first down catch that David Tyree was supposed to be catching, that was supposed to be some shit for them to go for an onside kick. If they was going, 14 points on offense is below league average. That's not good offensive numbers when you
My
got
brother,
14 points.
those are two defensive juggernaut teams. That's what you're not understanding.
Okay, he
The
couldn't do shit
Giants,
against the defense.
okay, those
Breeze
two
lit up
Giants,
elite defenses.
the Giants, I'm talking about how the Patriots defense let the team down as well. That's what I'm saying. The Patriots defense let the team down
Bro, how
on
can you let
multiple
a defense down
occasions.
when you hold a team to 14, 17 points?
We lost the Super Bowl on on the offensive play
But
twice.
you held the team to 17 points, meaning
Does
Brady
that
didn't do
matter if
enough.
you lose? Does that matter if you lose the game?
Brother, you
Does that
let
matter
me
if
Hurricane.
you
I'm
lose
glad
the
you brought that
Super
up. Go ahead,
Bowl?
Hurricane Mike.
Does that
All
matter
right.
if you lose the Super Bowl?
Go ahead, Hurricane Mike.
Look, look. We talking about team sports, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about team sports. Tom Brady had the better weapons. Okay, I'm not even talking about the defenses. Let's talk about the weapons. Brees had Colston and Michael Thomas, and those two were not alpha number ones. Let's talk about Brady. Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski. He had Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. Pretty good run games
All
as
of those
well.
guys were the only named players was
Somebody got an echo.
Moss and Gronk made a name for himself.
Hey,
Everybody else,
King of
Brady
Diamonds.
developed
Somebody got
because
a
of how
Hurricane
great he is,
playing on in
bro.
the background,
Don't do
bro.
that.
You got a YouTube playing in the
Who's
background?
Julian Edelman, bro? Come on,
Oh, sorry,
son.
YouTube. Yeah, you might with the YouTube in the background.
No, it's not me.
Somebody got a YouTube playing on the other screen. That's why it's making an echo.
I don't know. Anyways, I just called back just to say that.
How many Hall
Don't.
of Famers Brady played with on offense?
Yeah, this shit got an echo.
Yo, I gotta go to sleep. I got work in the morning, but it was a good time chatting with y'all. But
Oh man, wait, hold on. Ask him Mike question right quick before he come back in. It's actually two of them, bro.
Dude, I mean, when it comes down to it, who had the better overall roster? Brady.
I thought
And
we was
Brees
talking
still.
about players.
We are talking about players.
So look, here's the thing. When we talk about Jordan and LeBron, we talk about players. That what they contributed specifically on the field to help their team win. When we talking about Brady and Breeze and Brady and Manning and Brady and all these players, now we want to shift the goalposts and say it's a team sport, it's a defense this, it's a defense that. Yo,
You've
the
been
dudes was
arguing
on the
it's a team
field.
sport
We
the
either gonna
entire
make a
show. You
play,
just
read the
are too
play,
deaf to
and
listen.
dissect it, and have a good IQ on the field or not. I'm not saying, and I'm not taking anything away from Manning. I'm not taking anything away from Breeze. I'm not taking away from Rodgers. But at the end of the day, you have to respect how Brady is more. I can't even talk because of this echo. I can't even front.
He not better than Breeze.
He's not.
Talent wise, what I will say is a lot of those quarterbacks have a better throwing arm than Brady, but they cannot read defenses or coverages better than Brady.
What?
The only person I could give that to is Peyton.
The man Peyton that couldn't read a
You guys need to
So the
watch
same dude that had
documentaries on how
5,000
other
passing yards
players
couldn't read
are
defense.
talking about how Brady is calling out their plays before they even get on the line
yeah,
of
he doing the same
scrimmage,
shit.
based on how players are just lining up. Like,
If
it's
that was
not
true,
just
then why did
about
Brady
just
throw all
raw
them
numbers,
tablets?
and it's way more than that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's the heart of a lion. Like, yo, you're gonna have that in you or what? You're gonna have that dog in you when you're in the trenches and build your team back or not. And why I say this is because Brady went to the Buccaneers.
Ty had the number one defense too when he went there.
That's fine. You can say that all you want, but during the regular season, during that regular
We
season,
punished him in the
the
regular season.
Saints spanked the Buccaneers all season.
Facts. Exactly.
And Brady threw for 199
And
yards.
guess what? When it mattered the most, he came back and
Brady did not
delivered.
come through.
No,
Brady did not come through when it mattered the
yeah, he
most.
did.
That's a
Yeah, he
lie.
did. Drew Brees gave him a short field. Drew Brees played bad that game, but he was
It
old.
don't matter. It don't matter, bro. When it
He
mattered,
had
yo, during the regular
five
season, they played
interceptions.
3 times.
He had five
Before that
sack
playoff
quarterbacks
game,
that punctured lung.
the Buccaneers spanked the Saints spanked the Buccaneers all 3 times, and then they
But and
played
still, he
them
had
in
a
the playoffs.
punctured lung and five cracked ribs.
What?
He had a punctured lung and five cracked ribs.
My man, we can the excuses are mounting up, man. But yo, you think
Silly.
yo, Brady, that was funny though. That was funny. I'm gonna give you that. But yo, Brady had to go through Rodgers. Brady had to go through San Fran. Brady had to go through Brees to go to that Super Bowl, bro.
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he
No,
didn't,
he
bro.
did.
No, he didn't. Because Brady, if you look at his passer rating, he threw for 199 yards. That's
Can you
not
tell
it.
me? Can you tell me the
Breeze gave him a
teams
short field because he kept
Tom
throwing
Brady played in the
sideways.
playoffs on his way to the Super Bowl when he was on the
No, he
Buccaneers?
threw a pick. Listen, he threw a pick, and Levante David ran
Can you
everybody
tell me
off
the
the
teams he
sideline. Bro,
played, my brother?
go ahead,
Can you
Mike.
tell me the three? Can you tell me the 3 teams or the
All
two
right,
teams
you want to
Brady
talk about
played?
teams? You want to talk about teams that he played? Let's talk about the teams that Breeze played on his way to the Super Bowl.
I
He
know.
played against. No, no,
I'm
no, no,
talking
no,
about when
no,
Brady
no.
went to the NFC and
And I'm
won
talking
on
about
his first
when
year.
Breeze went to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about when Breeze went to the Super Bowl. We already talked about Brady. We're talking about Breeze now. Let's talk about the teams Breeze played to get to the Super Bowl. Beat a good Kurt Warner in the Cardinals. He beat Brett Favre and the Vikings, who a lot of people for some reason thought that they were going to beat us, which never happened. And then he beat one of the best quarterbacks of all time in Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, sure, Brady. Yeah, Brady went through the Washington football team with Taylor Heineke. Ooh, so scary. He played against an old Drew Brees that had 9 fractured ribs. Big whoop. And then he played against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, whose defense was terrible. And then he played against, in the Super Bowl, a Kansas City Chiefs team that had nobody on their offensive line. So when you talk about
So
teams
where is
beta
this?
for beta, Brees got him beat.
Where's this energy when Tom Brady played the greatest show on turf, and he had to bring the team from the other end zone to kick a field goal,
The
and they were
defense
saying,
allowed
"Yo,
17
play."
points.
Oh, but now you're bringing up points. So good night, good night. Because yo, you see how the argument is so lopsided right now? Like, it doesn't even make sense.
The
Listen to what
defense
your
allowed
man just said.
17 points against the greatest show on turf. Brady had
What are
nothing to
you
do with that.
saying right now?
I'm saying the defense allowed less than 20
The
points
Rams played the Patriots, and there was a low scoring game.
because of the defense.
Oh, so what are we saying?
We're saying the defense carried. That's what we're saying. You're asking what we're saying? Damn, I'm telling you what we're saying.
You guys are just Brady haters. I get it. Like, you guys don't want to give Brady his credit, so it's
I gave
okay.
Brady his
Like,
credit earlier in the in the show.
it's okay because
I just believe he's.
they were
I believe
losing that
Brady is
game.
bring all the talent.
Like, the Pats was
And
losing that game against the Rams. They had to come back, drive the game, the team downfield to get a game winning field goal, not a touchdown, a field goal.
Bro, it should have never got to that point. 17 points.
After the defense gave up less
14
than 20
points is not a
points.
winning score, bro. That's
Mike,
not good offense. 14 points.
mute the stream. Mute the stream on your side.
What's down with it,
So
Billy?
I get it though. I get
So
it. Like at the end of the day, y'all giving Mount
Hold on, give me 1
excuses
second, y'all. Give me
for
1 second.
Brees, for Manning, for any of those dudes. But when it comes to Brady, it's like, nah, it was a team sport. It was a team sport.
It
But when it
was
comes down to
because
any of these dudes,
he couldn't break none of his records. He was smashing his records. I'm talking about
pull
the
up.
records that Drew
I
Brees
need you to
held,
share your
bro.
screen and
It,
don't pull up one single record. I need you to pull up
hold up,
pull
her
up
career.
career records, career stats for Breeze and Brady.
Listen,
Put them
nobody's
side by
saying that
side.
Brady didn't play clutch in those games. I can't take that away from him, right?
yeah, nah,
But
hell
what I would say is, when you even the playing, it's like this here. If you played in the NFL, right? Just say I went and got a bunch of elementary school kids, and gave it to a defense. I don't give a damn how many points you score. If that elementary team can't stop nobody, then it's an uneven playing field. What I'm
But
saying
you
is,
can't say that if they've been winning games and they've been making it to the
so let me
playoffs.
let me ask you a question,
So
right?
which one is it? Which
Hold
one
on,
is it?
let me just ask you a question. Let me ask you a truthful question, bro. Right? Because like I said, respect all the end of the day, man. We all NFL fans, right? And I respect you, brother. But what I was saying is this here, where your argument is flawed, right? Your argument is flawed because I'm gonna give you an analogy of game. San Francisco, right? We played the San Francisco 49ers, right? That game right there, if you put Brady in that game and we switch the people, right? Switch the team jerseys, and Brady scores a go-ahead winning game drive. And then after that, the defense is so fucking shitty that they give up a touchdown to Vernon Davis. Is that Brady's fault that he lost on a game-winning drive? Would you hold that against Brady?
So are you holding those two Super Bowl losses against Brady?
Yes, because he
yeah,
didn't put up
yeah,
enough
yep,
points, and
There
17
you
points is
go.
below
There
yep.
you
league
go.
average.
How is
Brady,
that the same
Hold on,
when
hold
the
on, hold on.
defense
because wait, hold on, real
Because
quick.
how is
Brady
that the
played like
same when the
shit.
defense
But it's
gave up
below. Hold on,
two
brother. It's
winning
below
like
average. Like, for example,
it
just
don't
say
make
Brady would have.
sense. It don't make
Hold on. Let's just
sense.
say Brady would score like 25 points, right? That's above league average to win a football game. Drew Brees has never scored the league low average in a playoff game and lost a game. But
He
that one
never had
time
the opportunity to. He never played
when
that
we played the
much.
Bears and
He didn't play
14
what
points, but he put up
much league.
354 and motherfuckers was fumbling like Michael Lewis and Marcus Colston. They was giving the ball away. They was turning the ball over, 4 turnovers. Brady was not. They was not. His
Yo,
players were not turning the ball over.
do you remember when Manning when Manning played Brady and it was 24-3 or something like that by halftime.
You mean
And
talking about in the Super Bowl with Matt
no,
Ryan?
No,
not
the
in the
AFC
Super Bowl, in the
championship.
regular season.
Wait,
It was like I
I
don't
don't
even
care
think
about
it
the
was not
regular
even
season,
in the
bro.
AFC.
I'm
It was
talking
not
about the
even in,
playoffs.
yo, we can't talk about
Okay, so what happens?
Breeze.
Hold on,
Breeze
let me ask
has
two
not been
questions. What happens when Drew Brees
in
on
the
the last play
playoffs
of the game
enough
throw a
for
back
us to
shoulder fade?
compare, bro.
Let me
yeah.
ask you a question. What
How many
happens when
times?
Drew Brees throw a back shoulder fade to Alvin Kamara in that Viking game and get a touchdown, and then this motherfucker Marcus Williams come just botch a play? How does that? If Brady never would have had that shit happen to y'all, bro, you would have been like, man, this is fucked up. It wasn't Brady's fault. And then the next year we get screwed on a no call to go play y'all in the Super Bowl. Now was that two fucked up years, bro?
Yo, we lost two Super Bowls because of the defense, and you're still
Bro, no,
saying
that don't
that
compare to
Brady,
a Super Bowl we supposed to
and
be
you're
in there,
still
bro.
saying that
Go ahead. Somebody go ahead.
Brady
My
didn't
bad.
play enough.
Go ahead. Who got the floor? One of y'all, Mike
We
or
lost to
Billy.
Philly
So,
when Brady threw 500 yards, and
Okay,
you
so
so
you're
saying
now you
that
saying
know how
Brady
Drew
didn't do
Brees
Brady
enough.
feel.
lost the Super Bowl
When
when he threw for
Brees threw
You
500
say
400
yards.
yards,
like
now you know how he feel.
I'm confused. Every time Brady has lost because of the defense, you saying that it was Brady's
First
fault.
of all, a lot of that shit
Yeah.
was stat pad anyways with Brady at the end of that
But
game.
and now
But
it's stat pattern. No, the
okay,
thing is,
let's say
what you're not
listen.
understanding about Brady
Didn't
is
Brady fumble the
it could
Okay,
be
ball
that's
in
two
that
one.
game
minutes
Listen,
left. It
when
could
that's
he
be
threw
one
the
30
ball?
Super
seconds
Bowl,
left.
right?
If he feel like he
That's
got a
one.
chance
Listen,
to
that's
win,
one Super
he's gonna
Bowl.
give
Now
you a
you see
chance
how
to win,
Brees
bro.
feel when you got a bad fucking defense. I mean, your defense play bad, right? Your
Here's the
defense
thing.
play bad.
Here's the thing. You
Didn't
never felt
Brady
like
fumble
when
the
you were
ball
being
in
blown
that Super
out
Bowl?
against Breeze that you had a chance to come back and win the game. You never felt like that. There was never a moment
Yes,
when
you
you like
did.
you're down 20 points or down 15 points or down
We was
whatever,
down 17 against Minnesota.
and you never felt like you could come back
We
and win
was
the
in
game.
We
17
came
point
Did you
down to
back in that
Minnesota in the play. We
game.
came all the
What?
way
did
back.
y'all win the game?
No, because of the fucking
Okay, then. So
defense.
what we talking about?
Oh,
We're
Bro,
talking
you
But now
talking
you
about
basically
the
saying
going
because
Super
of
on
Bowl?
the
your
Y'all had,
defense.
consensus.
You see
are
how
you talking about
you see how
Minnesota?
you
bro,
put up the defense,
listen,
right?
hold up.
You see
You
how you
talking about
quick to
in
bring up
that
the
Super Bowl
defense,
when
right?
y'all had,
Yo, that's crazy. You see
listen,
how quick you was bring you see how you was
bro,
quick to bring up the
listen.
defense, right?
You talking about the Super Bowl when y'all had 17 points, right? We scored 24 points that game. What are you talking about? We came back.
Bro,
You talking about
you
Brady
talking about
and
one more
y'all offense. You
touchdown.
scored
You're
14
talking
fucking
about
points.
one more touchdown,
Yep,
17 to
yep,
Bro, you
24,
scored
bro.
14 points. 14 and 24 is not the same thing.
Who scored? Who said? What was the
Bro,
score?
in the
14 to
Giants game,
24.
you scored 24 points. I mean, you scored 14 points. Drew Brees scored 24 points.
Bro, you talking about a 10
And y'all
point
went down
difference?
17 to the fucking Giants.
You talking about one field goal and a touchdown.
that's 10 points. Yeah,
Bro,
That's more points.
go
yeah.
ahead, bro. That's about
Are
24
you serious?
above league
You talking about
average,
a
bro.
10? You talking about a 10 point difference that could have?
Bro,
Yo,
a 10
I'm
point
pretty
difference is
sure.
above league.
I'm
And
pretty.
first of all,
I'm
that
pretty
game
sure.
with y'all was close
I'm
the whole game. They
pretty
weren't
sure
blowing
that
y'all. They
was
weren't
just.
blowing
I'm
nobody out.
pretty sure those 10 points came off of short field advantage, bro. I'm pretty sure that.
Bro, no, it didn't. Drew Brees let a game winning drive.
Go. Oh, can you please? I asked you this earlier. Can you please pull up both of their stats side by side? How many
Is
times
this
have
playoff
Breeze?
stats you talking
No,
about?
I'm just talking about in general.
No, I don't
Forget the
care about no
playoffs.
in regular
How
season. I'm
many
talking about the
5,000
playoffs.
yard seasons did
We
Brady
can't
have?
compare playoffs. Breeze have not been in the playoffs
But
long
he got a
enough.
higher passer rating.
Wait, whoa. How has Drew Brees not been in the playoffs enough? I don't understand that argument.
Better passer rating.
Breeze have not played in as many playoffs as
He's
Brady.
played
No, of course,
17 games in the
of
playoffs.
course he hasn't
How
played as
many
many as
times
Brady, but he's played
play up?
18
Can
games.
you
What
pull
whole
up? All
season
right.
worth?
So if that's the case, pull up. You talking about passer ratings? Pull up full stats.
97.1.
Pull up
You
a
see the
full.
passer rate, 97 to 89 is not
But
close.
why is that the only stat that you're looking at?
Because that's the playoff performance.
I don't understand.
That
I don't
who plays
understand.
better postseason determines if you go to the Super Bowl.
My brother, pull up all of the stats. Pull up all of the stats
If you want to talk
in
about
a
regular
playoff.
season
You're
so
just looking
bad,
at.
Wait,
So are you
how
talking
many
about in
5,000
football, a
yards
passer rating is the
seasons
only
did Brady have?
statistical category we're gonna look at? Are you saying that a passer rating in football is the only
good night,
statistical
JG.
category?
Bro, that shows you how good you
No,
performed in the
just ask
playoffs.
my question, bro. Is that the only category that we're gonna determine the player by? Just the
In the
passer rating?
playoffs.
I mean, I don't think you want to do the stat for stat game. Like, so do you want to
No, I'm
take it?
asking you to pull up stats, and you're not though. That's the thing. I'm asking you to pull up a side by side comparison stat of Brady for their career. Forget the
Breeze is
playoffs.
smashing him.
Pull it up. I can't see it. You just talking.
All right, let's pull it up.
You just
Hold on, wait.
talking.
Tom Brady got drafted when in 2000 or 2001, something like that.
Yeah, Brady played 3 more years than Breeze.
And then he
Exactly.
played 3 more years after Drew Brees retired. So do you want to take 2004 to 2020 or?
Bro, you could do whatever you want.
Oh, then I don't think you want to do that, dude. I don't think you want to do
Brady
that.
holds longevity. That's what he want. Look at this. Brady had to play 3 more seasons just to break his record. Drew Brees smashing him in everything. Completion percentage,
Career regular season stats. I
completion
mean, dude, look at
percentage,
this.
yards per game, interceptions.
Okay, with all of
Stop
these
playing,
stats,
bro. Bleed.
and he still haven't had as much success.
Because
That's
of
what
it's a
we're trying
team
to tell you,
game.
dog. It's a team game.
What are
So
you
if you,
talking
So,
about?
so if
so,
you, hold on, wait,
yo,
wait, wait.
oh
If,
my
hold
goodness,
on,
oh my
hold on,
goodness.
hold on. Let's everybody calm down. Let's everybody take a step back.
Okay, go
A
ahead.
player
All
can't
right.
have less stats than another player, and he succeeds
He
more,
played three
and
more
then you saying
goddamn
that is a
years.
team game.
Bro,
Okay, so this is my last question I want to ask him. Let me give it to y'all. Is Terry
Passing
Bradshaw better
yards,
than Drew Brees?
80,000.
Is Terry
Brady,
Bradshaw
Terry
better?
89,000.
Bradshaw.
What he said?
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Passing
but
TDs,
Is
571,
Terry Bradshaw better than Drew Brees? He
649,
got 4 Super Bowls.
completion, 67, 64, passing yards.
he
I'm
played
not
three
seeing
more
much of a
seasons.
difference right now.
Bro, the
He
Like,
played
difference
three
is
more.
he played longer to get these
But no,
records,
but that's the
bro.
no, no, hold on, wait. He just said the point. That's the point. You say it again. One more time, King. One more time.
Huh?
One more time, King.
Oh, what
Say
I'm
what you
saying
just
is
said.
that the thing is, these 2 records that you see right here, Drew Brees owned these records until Brady had to play 3 more seasons just to break this. He
We know,
couldn't
but
break this because this don't determine by longevity. It's determined year by year statistics. This stat right here determines how long you play to get these records.
see, but King,
Brees
so
I want you
outperformed
to
him,
what you
repeat
beating
need,
this.
him.
what you need for us to make this fair, You need to pull up an exact statistical category
Hold on.
of exactly when these two guys were in the league,
I think Brady
and
got
then you
drafted before
That's
compare
what
their
I
Brady.
was.
stats.
That's what I
Compare
asked
their
you. Do you
stats.
want to do
Since you want to talk
2004 to
about, since he
2020?
was, since
2004 to
since
2020. Let's go.
just compare their stats from the exact time they were both in the league. Don't compare
Put
from
me on,
when he
Tyrone.
was still playing and when he was not still playing, because you guys are gonna continue to
But
use
what
that
does
as
that
a
got to do with
clutch.
complete?
Okay, okay,
Brees
no,
had
look,
seven
I can
5,000
answer your
yards.
question. I can answer your question
Jesus.
right now. So from 2004 to 2020, Drew Brees led in all of these categories.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady had to play 3 extra years. Now, arguably, I will give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Tom Brady did play at an exceptionally high level for somebody who's past 40. I'll give you that. But it still took him 3 more seasons of really high level play with a high level
Like
team.
you said,
What?
Brady and Belichick's game scheme was never to air the ball like how Breeze was airing the ball. So if you're gonna talk about
What?
a
What
team
about when
sport
he had Randy Moss
Yeah, Randy Moss, dog.
for one
and
season,
He
one
had
and a
Gronkowski?
half
50
season,
passing
two
touchdowns with
seasons.
Randy Moss.
Brady
I don't
played for
understand.
20 years. You're gonna look at 2 seasons that
Gronkowski,
He
how
had
long he had
Moss.
Gronkowski for?
Hold on, wait, whoa, whoa.
You talking
You
about
don't
injury
throw.
prone Gronk?
No,
You talking
listen.
about injury
You
prone Gronk?
you don't throw for
Gronk came in
4,000
the
plus
league when he
yards.
was like in 2009, 2010.
Brother, you don't throw for 4,000 plus yards like Tom Brady did unless you're airing the ball out. Bill Belichick was not the play caller. He had Billy O and he had Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is one of the best play callers probably ever at this point. He's done play calling for quarterbacks
He,
that probably shouldn't even be in the fucking
bro,
league,
he
dude, and
came.
made him pretty good. Like
Josh McDaniels came after his third ring, bro.
that's why I said Billy O. So Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. We
I
not
said
talking
I
about Bill
said that.
O'Brien. We
I
are not talking about. Are we talking about Bill O'Brien?
It's hard. Drew
I
Brees
Yo,
or
I'm
Tom
going to
Brady.
sleep. I'm going to
I
sleep,
would assume
fellas.
I would
We
assume we are
talking
talking
about
about
Bill
Bill O'Brien.
O'Brien right now.
I would assume we are in fact talking about Bill. That was his offensive
Let's
coordinator.
let's let's
That
skip
was his
that.
offensive
Let's
play caller.
yo what what has he done,
He coached Tom Brady to get several Super
bro?
Bowl rings. I
Bill
don't,
O'Brien coached
I don't.
Tom Brady gets 7 Super Bowl rings,
No, several.
bro. We going. I'm going to sleep, man. Have a good night, fellas. Y'all been.
Oh man,
He
I'm
gave up.
going to
He
sleep.
gave up.
you
He
gotta
Y'all
gave
answer the
up.
crazy. Like
question.
y'all
He gave
crazy.
up.
At the end of the day, man, you guys are
Are
gonna
you from
always.
Boston?
What happened?
Are you from Boston?
I'm
Where you
from New
from?
York, man. I'm from
You
Brooklyn,
from
New
New
York.
York?
Oh, he rooting for these
He
kids.
sent out the
Yes,
bandwagon.
So wait, Eli Manning is your guy then?
bro. I'm how Eli Manning is my guy, and I'm telling you that Brady
You're
is my
from New
You
quarterback.
York.
from New York?
So you,
You
oh
take your
brother, so
team.
you from New York and you like Brady more than?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you're a bandwagon.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on
How is
now.
that
bandwagon
being a
stuff.
bandwagon? You don't
You're
even
not
know
from
me,
New
Yeah,
bro.
that
England or
is
I
Boston.
got
bandwagon shit.
family. I was
Hey,
raised in
shout out,
Massachusetts.
shout out all
When
the
I was
Brooklyn
5 years
Packers
old,
Oh, he
fans.
bro.
said he was
I went
raised.
to school out
Okay.
there. I lived out there, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I
Shout
got
out you,
family
bro.
out there. Like, you're
Look, I'm not
chatting.
even doing it. It just shocked me. It really just shocked me.
You're just
But like I was
chatting.
saying,
Like
like
you
I
act
was
like
saying,
you,
in
you
all
act
of these
like fans
statistical
have to be in
categories.
one space,
No,
in
no,
one
listen, listen.
place.
They
Not
should
Like
be
every
in one
so
place.
so
You haven't
so
said
wait
anything
wait
to
wait wait wait.
about that.
Where you guys from, and what's your favorite
I'm
basketball
from New
teams?
Orleans.
I'm
I'm
from
from
New
New
I'm from New
Orleans.
Nuggets.
Orleans,
I've
Saints,
been a New
Pelicans
Orleans
all day.
Pelicans.
New Orleans,
I'm
Louisiana.
the Nuggets.
You're
So
the
y'all,
Nuggets.
y'all only fucking around with y'all only teams, right? The
I mean,
teams
I
that
like
y'all.
other
Correct.
teams, but
I
not more
like
than my
both,
home team.
but I will never root against my home team over
Yeah, I would
somebody
never
else.
root. Yeah, I would never root against my home team. That's odd.
That's just how we operate. I'm not calling. Look, I'm not calling you out, King. It just shocked me to hear that you're from New York and we're talking about Brady, who lost twice to Eli Manning
To
in New
Eli,
York.
yeah, that's
I
kind of
just
Yeah, and for choose that when
Yeah, it's
they were
different in
in
New York. Like we like you just walk around in New York and everybody celebrates somebody different, bro. Like it's not like
shout out.
like in the South. In the South is different, right? Like you guys are gonna
no,
have
no, no, when Tom Brady was
your
undefeated, they lost the Super Bowl, bro. They could have made history.
I agree with Lil G. I agree with Pro World Games, dog.
yeah,
He
and
could
our
have made.
defense let us down.
Oh, so now you want to talk about defense
Hold
letting you
on,
down?
wait. The Giants
I've
scored
been saying that,
21
but you
points.
guys were
The
saying,
Giants
"Oh,
scored 21 points.
that's not the." When I was saying that the defense let Brady down on two different occasions in the
bro. You
Super
talking
Bowl,
about
But
you
you
guys
how
talking
were
the
they
Eagles
arguing
held
though,
them to
against that.
21
bro?
points? They
You
held them
Now
guys
to
the
were
21
Eagles
arguing
game.
points.
Hold on,
against
the Eagles
that.
game. You talking about one game in the Eagles game But that don't that just shows
I
you
mean, fair
that
enough.
Drew
I'm
Brees
talking
is
about
what Drew
the
Brees had to
multiple
go through
times.
all fucking time.
When I highlight that our defense has let us down in multiple
No, that's the
games,
Eagles game, bro. Don't count no other games outside of
Nah,
that.
nah.
You can't count
So
the Giants game because 14 points is not a winning score.
why not? You're
Because
acting like these are not
14 points is not
football
a winning
players,
score in the
bro.
NFL. That's
no,
These
below
no,
are
league average.
football players. What are you talking
that's not the
about?
argument. That's not the
They
argument.
made it to the Super
No,
Bowl, bro.
no.
And y'all at
The
the top.
argument
Go
you were
ahead.
making is that Tom is more clutch than anybody, right? Why couldn't he score more than 17 points in either of those games against Eli Manning and the Giants?
Thank you.
He was
I'm
playing
not gonna.
against
I'm
great
not taking nothing away
defenses.
from it. Okay,
He was
fair
playing
enough.
against great defenses.
Then I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
So
you. You know,
what are we talking about right now?
And
If
Drew
if
Brees played
if
against
Breeze
them,
was
he
so
caused them to
great,
fuck
if
up.
Breeze is so great, why he hasn't been able to overcome all those other
He
obstacles in
did.
his
He caught, bro. He
hold on.
put
but he
36
only
Drew Brees
on
but
didn't
he
even give
only
you.
Seattle.
he only made it to one
Oh,
playoff
look at this shit.
game.
Not
He
finna
only
let
made
this
it to
go.
one
I'm
playoff
gonna give it to
game.
Billy, but I just
And
want to
how
pull
many
this up.
years? How many years have he made it to one playoff game?
Let's show you.
How many
Let's show you
years?
when he got
I mean, I
screwed.
got it. Right. I got it right here.
No,
Go
So
how
ahead,
many years?
Bill. I'm gonna show this. Look,
has
How many
Brees.
years
Billy, look
have
at
you?
my screen. Look at my
So it's
screen.
1,
2010 in the
2,
NFC wildcard round.
3 times.
Drew Brees put
Lost to
up
the Bears
36.
14-39.
Bro, listen, he put up 36 points on the Beastquake and they lost. San
So what about the
Francisco,
14-39? That's
bro.
not good. If you're gonna talk about the
Wait, wait,
Giants and the
wait,
if you're
wait.
gonna talk about
Well,
the
let's add
Giants
Hold
and
context.
on.
the,
Wait a minute.
I'll
Let's
you
give you
add
that.
see,
context to that.
don't make no
Hold on.
excuses.
Can I add a
No,
little
Don't
no,
make
no.
no
context to
excuses
that?
because
I'll give
you
it
was
to you. I
making
can.
excuses for
Wait a
that
minute, brother. Let me
14-17.
add a
I,
little context and I'm gonna give it to Billy.
Don't
The
make no
context
context
is
because when I
this
make
game was close in
context,
the fourth
when I
quarter,
make
right?
context, is a different
Hold
situation,
on.
bro.
Drew Brees threw for 354 yards in this
So
game.
what? Brady threw for 500 and we still lost. But then
Listen,
you're gonna
brother.
talk about you're
Michael,
moving the
listen, we
goalposts.
had 4 turnovers. Only
You're
one
moving the
turnover was
goalposts.
Drew Brees got sacked. They played in bad weather, right? Horrible
Now you
fucking
talking
weather.
about bad. Yo, bro, we played in New
Not only
England,
did we
bro.
play in
We
bad
play in
weather, but
New
Marcus
England
Fultz
Yo,
just
in
yo,
fumbled.
snow. We
Michael
play in
Lewis,
New England. You guys have a dome. We don't have a dome. Don't
all
talk
right.
about no bad
you
weather.
right.
Yeah,
That's stupid as
you're
fuck
not
not to
wrong.
have a dome.
So we not talking all these other. Listen, you lost to Seattle 15-23. You talking about the Giants and thing to
Wait. We lost
14,
to Seattle. What?
14,
Yeah, that was the Legion
15.
of Boom, and it was weather. Drew Brees had to put two
Bro,
gloves on.
bro, you're making excuses the
I'm not. I'm
same
just
way.
saying the
Yo,
fucking
good
weather
night.
does
Good
play a
night. Yo,
factor.
sleep on those numbers and reflect on what you guys are telling me, bro. Sleep on those numbers. Look at these numbers and look at what you guys are
Hold
telling me
on, wait,
versus what I've been saying to you guys. Look, you lost to Minnesota 24-29.
Bro,
You
come
guys,
on, bro. On the
we
But
last
what
play
play.
of the
about the
game,
other numbers where Drew Brees is leading in every statistical category
What does that matter
until
if
he
he's
was
losing the
you
games?
need what is
What
it?
does
We're
that
talking
matter
about
if
who's
you're
the better
losing the
quarterback.
games?
We're talking about
You're
who's the better
losing the
quarterback.
games. You're losing the
because of the
games.
defense,
Hold on, we're
bro.
talking about who's the better quarterback, not who has the better team.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about. What do you mean exactly? I don't
The better
understand.
quarterback, despite the obstacles, is going to wield your team to a winning game.
Okay, so
Drew
That's
why
what you're
Brees
couldn't
not
you
doesn't play
why
defense,
understanding.
though.
why could why
Breeze,
could
with
why
all,
could
if
you will a
Breeze
team
is
to a
so
win
great,
against
if
the
Breeze
Giants?
is so great, what you're not, what I'm telling you is if Breeze is so great, these things that's stopping him or that you guys are making an argument for should not have been in his way to stop
Hey, hold
him.
on. So you're saying you want this dude to be a fucking demigod, bro? It would have
Bro,
taken an act of God to get Brees to
you
lose
guys are
that.
narrating him like he is a demigod. So I'm saying if he is that great, he should not. If Breeze is that great, he should not only have just one Super Bowl
Hold on,
ring.
dude.
If Breeze is that great, he shouldn't have went over 15 years without a Super Bowl appearance. If he is that great, he should have many more Super Bowl,
Who's better,
more
Troy
and
Aikman
more
or Dan Marino?
playoffs under his belt, bro. He
Who's
does not
better?
have any of those, bro.
Who's better, Dan Marino or Troy Aikman?
Now we talking about, are we talking about Brady and Brees, or we talking about Dan Marino
I
and
know. I
Troy
just want to see
Aikman?
if your logic is
No, who
correct.
we
I just
talking
want
about,
to see
my
if your
brother?
logic.
Let's stay on topic because you're losing me right now.
Hold
You're
on. Is your
losing me.
logic consistent? Is Troy
You're
Aikman
losing
better
me.
than Dan
You're
Marino?
losing me. You're
Don't answer.
losing me, my brother.
You
You're
don't answer.
losing me. Who are we talking about? We
We're
talking about
talking.
Breeze and
Oh,
Brady, or we talking about two other cats? Because I didn't
so
come on here to debate anybody else.
King, if I just simply left it at from 2000 to 2020, Drew Brees led in every statistical category. In 2020, when he retired, and it took Tom Brady
Okay,
3
but
years to get
how
there.
many wins
We're
did that
talking about pure. Hold
accumulate
on.
to, my brother?
We're talking about pure quarterback stats. We're not talking about wins, even though he had a lot of those too. Tom Brady
The
and Drew Brees
quarterback
both had a
stats
lot of
don't
wins.
mean nothing when everybody knows they play
Not
these
to
games.
mention that when
The
they played him,
biggest
they both
game,
took 3
the
pointers.
biggest game, the biggest game these guys dream and hope to play for is in the Super Bowl. We are
Indeed.
not talking
Not
about
like they
nothing
can
else right
win the
now.
Super Bowl.
You play to win the game.
I agree.
The stats and the rings matter, but how you win and how you wield your team in situations sometimes matters the most. And what I'm telling you is Brady is more clutch in those moments
How do you
That's
than
not
define
Breeze
true.
that?
is.
That's
How
not
are you
true.
defining
Breeze
that?
just
How are
had to
you
overcome
Look it up.
a horrible
Google it right now.
deficit.
Google it right now.
Bro, I'm looking at the fucking playoff games right now. It say in
I'm
5 of his
asking you
8,
about clutch moments. I need you to Google something very specific.
bro.
Google up clutch
I'm not
moments,
talking
but
about. Hold on, we're not talking about
Google
clutch moments. I'm
clutch
talking about playoffs, right?
moments, my brother. I'm asking you to Google clutch
I
moments
okay.
because
And when
that's
I
what we're
Google it, it
doing.
say in 5 of his 8 playoff
No,
losses,
no,
Drew
no,
Brees
no, no. What you're doing,
last. Hold
what
up,
you're doing, what you're
Drew
doing is
Brees' last drive of the game resulted in a touchdown or a field goal that would have put his team ahead of time the game.
you see what you're doing?
I'm
I'm
saying
asking you.
his defense
I'm
didn't come
no no no
through.
no 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 no. This okay, so I was an educator for 7 years. I'm asking you to do something that's very bite-sized and very easy to do. I'm asking you to Google
Talking
a
EPA?
bite-sized side-by-side
Bro, but I
comparison
am
of
googling it.
clutch.
This is the
No,
playoffs.
what you're showing me is only Drew
Well,
Brees, and I'm asking
King,
you to
why don't
do
you pull it up for me?
compare
Pull it up
Drew
for me.
Brees versus on Google, right?
Who?
Drew Brees versus Tom Brady's clutch moments. Who has
Why
the
are we
most?
talking about regular season?
No, I'm talking about in general. We're not
Let's talk
talking
about
about
playoffs.
why
Dude, Drew
you
Brees
or
is
why
right
are we
there with him.
only
What are you
talking
talking about
about
his clutch
playoffs
performance?
though, my brother?
What are you
We could
talking
talk about
about? We could Google that shit.
playoffs.
Because
We
because
could talk about regular
regular
season.
season is
We could talk
true.
about career. We could talk about all three if you want.
Drew was better in the regular season. We already know
Pull
Exactly.
that.
up, pull up. Okay, so let's talk about the playoffs then,
We
because
said game.
That's why we're using the playoffs, is because that's your strongest argument is the
Man,
playoffs. That's the only way that you're going to say
Drew
that Tom
Brees to
Brady's
Tom
better than
Brady.
Drew is
But
because of
if you're talking
playoffs.
about the stats, the reason why
I
they're
don't want to
passing.
use the playoffs because Breeze haven't been to the playoffs as much as Brady have.
Bro, he been to
Yeah,
18
because
times.
that freaking
Been
defense
to 18
stuff.
playoff games, bro. I don't. It's not like he never went.
I'm not saying he never went, but you're not gonna compare Brady's playoffs
Those
to
game winning
Breeze
drives,
playoffs.
man.
How can we
You're
not?
not.
He played
You're
in
just
18.
not. You can't.
He played in
He cheated
18 playoff.
twice. No, Brady cheated
How many
twice.
playoffs games did
Look
Brady
at
play
look.
in?
Okay, look at it
What?
right here.
Like
Look.
34, I think, something like
Look at the
that.
game winning drive.
No,
Tom
no,
Brady played. This is the he actually finna get hammered himself into a wall. This dude played 3 more seasons and he only got uh 6 more, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 more game winning drives than Drew Brees. Stop,
What are we
Yeah, bro.
saying though?
That's not looking
bro.
good.
Stop. You embarrassing yourself.
Not
You just
looking good
said
for you,
What are
bro.
we
that. Look
saying
at the
though?
game
No,
winning
you did
drive,
when you
right?
said clutch. You said clutch. Game winning drives, right? Drew Brees has 53. Tom, who played 3 more seasons,
And
has
got
58.
58. I don't know who the fuck you think Drew Brees is, bro.
I'm not
Drew
taking away
Brees,
nothing from Breeze.
Yeah,
That's
y'all.
not my argument. I'm talking about how one player is much better than the other player.
oh my God, dude.
Despite
But that's
despite
the
all of that,
use.
yes, but the
so
reason
I
why
have a question though. I still if Brady played 3 years more, why does Breeze not have as much
Cause his
success?
team was better.
Well,
So
so like
it
it wasn't
why
strictly 3 years
why
more.
when I
Tom Brady
bring
was
up
drafted
some
before
of
long. He
Brady's
was like number
team's
4 or 5.
deficiencies, you guys say X, Y, and Z, A, B,
Deficiencies.
and C. Why is that? Why
Deficiencies.
you guys can use Breeze's team to validate his non success or success,
Because
but
of
you
this.
can't.
Because of this.
So
Tom Brady won all his 7 Super Bowls with a top 10 scoring defense. That's why.
The year we won ours, we had a top 21, by the way. I think we might
Yeah,
have been
we know we
21.
were no, we was no Billy. We was number 20th.
Yeah, number 20. Yeah, okay. So we, we were in the bottom like third of the NFL, though. Like, or almost the bottom third of the NFL in terms of defense when we
If you
won.
want to say something,
And
say
we
y'all
ran the
GM
gauntlet in
was making
2009.
better moves to improve the overall Patriots team roster.
Well, no, that's not even an argument. Like the Patriots are a much better organization
Yeah,
simply because of their ownership and their GM, their GM
exactly.
moves. I mean, they're
That's what you can
phenomenal.
say. But to give Brady all the credit, Brady's a decent quarterback.
I
Nobody take away,
mean,
from him, but he's not
we
that great
we
like
we
people think he is because,
the ship sank
bro,
when
think
Brady
about this.
left.
Let me ask you a question. You
The
named Drew
ship
Brees
sank when Brady left,
17
bro.
times,
I
right?
agree.
We saw what happened when Brady left the Patriots
Bro,
and
and
what
he
happened.
went to another stack team. He went to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin,
I'm talking about what
Levante
happened to
David,
the
all these
Patriots. I'm talking
Bully,
about what
Huh?
happened
Leonard
to the.
Fournette,
I'm
Gronkowski.
talking about what happened to the Patriots.
Izzy, hold on.
They
So
was
wait,
in the Super Bowl.
Izzy, hold
Oh,
on
are
one
we
second.
talking
So
about? I'm
tell
talking
me
about
when
for
we
the
Drake
said
made
for
in the
the
fucking Super
tell
Bowl.
me when we said Tom Brady was not a Hall of Famer. Did we say that?
that
No,
was
I
not the
never heard
Bro,
argument.
y'all.
Drake made being in the
I
fucking
never heard y'all.
Drake made
We
being in
have
the
not said
motherfucking Super
Tom
Bowl
Brady is a
proved that
Hall
the
of Famer.
Patriots is a good organization.
We didn't say that Tom wasn't a top 3 quarterback of all time. We didn't say that.
Bro,
We simply said
that
that
was not.
Drew
That's not the
is better
argument.
than Tom. That's all we said. Drew's better than Tom. And your argument is that Drew set
Right.
Tom's
That's why
thing.
I tapped in because I'm saying Tom's better than Drew.
No, he's
That's
not. He
fair.
cheated.
But when
He cheated
but hold
twice.
on. Well, aside from the cheating, right, which that was a whole organizational failure, but King's out of here, dude. He
You got
ran.
yeah, my
He
bad. I mean, this
ran.
guy is blasphemy, man.
King, come back. Come back,
Come
King.
back, bro. This is blasphemy, man. I mean, like the shit he's saying, and then like you said, you from New York and you root for these Patriots. It showed that media plays a different. I don't give a fuck who I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picking no fucking body over my Saints. That's bandwagon shit. I don't care what you say. I respect anybody else to root for their home team. If you don't got a home team, it's different. But I'm just not picking my nobody over my home team, bro.
To
That's
be fair, they got 3 fucking teams in New York, and all of them have been trash for most of the
exactly. And
history. So
you a Patriots fan. Come
yeah,
on,
I
bro.
mean,
Bandwagon, bro.
simultaneously,
Anybody that's not from New England, that's the only people I give excuse to root for their team is New England. Bro, if you ain't from New England, bro, you should not be rooting. The Patriots is lame as fuck, bro. They is not no tight team. The color scheme is whack. They got one of the fucked up worst colors in the league. Like, come on, I'm not rooting for that lame ass team. And Tom Brady was fucking boring to watch.
dog.
I'm
I'm
telling
not.
you,
I'm
for the
not.
first like 2 years of Brady, he was the backup the whole time until their star quarterback got injured.
That's what
No,
I'm
no,
saying, bro. Like this dude, they
Tom.
just be glazing this dude. This Tom Brady shit gotta stop. Like he's a
Tom did
decent
start.
quarterback, bro, but
Drew
stop
Bledsoe got
doing
hurt
all that
pretty early
shit.
on in his career.
Like 3 years, bro. Look at the record. 3 years, and he only got 5 more game winning drives than Drew Brees. Like Tom Brady,
No, listen,
literally,
he
I
played
promise
6
you, bro,
more
it was
years.
not for Super
Or
Bowl
5.
purposes. I guarantee you, Tom Brady played those years just so he could break Brees' records. If he
Oh yeah,
fucked the
yeah.
Super Bowl, he wanted to be leading in statistical category.
And he wanted to beat Drew. He wanted to beat Drew head to head in the playoffs just once.
Yep.
That was from his own mouth. He said after he beat Drew, the year Drew retired, he said that he walked into the locker room and said, "I got that motherfucker."
See what I'm saying?
I'm like, this dude Brady's a
And
savage.
he threw for 199 yards in that playoff game. People act
Look,
like he threw for 3, 4. If he dotted us up and threw for about 3, 4, I'm like, okay, yeah,
dang,
he threw for 199.
dang.
He had a short field.
Yeah,
But the thing is that he played 5 more years than Drew, bro. He played two
but when I
more.
told my dad, bro, when I was talking to my dad that Tom Brady deserved to be GOAT. Like, I know he has more rings than every single NFL quarterback in history, but like he sucks. He cheated multiple times. No, he tried twice. Stupid.
Well, like I tell everybody, I don't hold cheating really against anybody in sports. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I'm American that way. But as far as Tom's performance on the field, it's written. The records are there. It took him 5 more years of play to beat Drew out in all these categories.
Mhm.
And I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I always tell them, like, look, he's better than Manning. I'll say that much. He's better than Manning.
Which
Uh,
Manning? Which Manning?
Peyton,
There's two Manning.
he's better than Peyton. But they are
Uh,
all top 3. It's Drew,
Denver man.
Tom.
I don't think he might not be better than the Denver man, but probably the Colts man.
no, when Payman was in Denver, but don't talk about that 2014 season, bro. That sucked. When we went to that Super Bowl, that sucked.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Is Tom never really had that fall off like Peyton did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Peyton had
versus
all the
Seattle.
Peyton had the
No, when he
minutes.
went versus Seattle, bro, that sucked. He did a fumble in the very first play. He got blown out by the Seahawks by Russell Wilson.
You
Yeah.
know, it wasn't. That was the Legion of Boom, dog. That was they was nasty. The Legion was like that for real.
We only lost by 8 points to the Legion.
Exactly.
In the cold. Cause Breeze, bro. If y'all remember, I think what Sean Payton was like 1-7 in playoff games on the road. Remember, I think we got our first win against the Eagles on the road.
Some shit like
Yeah, it was against Philly. Cause we can't like, bro. We play in a dome. Like weather shouldn't be able to affect the game, bro. Like we're not used to playing in fucking conditions, bro.
see, even then though, I'm like Drew. It's not like Drew played absolutely terrible against Chicago. He, like you said, he got over 300 yards passing in that game.
354.
Yeah, so
It's just
it's not like
Marcus.
Chicago's
Remember,
looking.
you remember the game? I went watched them highlight yesterday, and what your boy name is? Michael Lewis fumbled like on a 2 yard, like on a kickoff, and then you had what your boy name is? That fumble, Marcus Colston fumble. So yeah, that's what happened. It's just fucking.
Any more Brady, passionate Brady fans in the chat? Want to
That
compete
shit
with you?
ridiculous,
I bet
man.
all of them are fake Breeze fans.
What you mean?
I'm not a Breeze fan, but I respect them.
You got to. I mean, it's kind of the same way with Tom. I mean, I don't hate Tom.
I just
I
hate all the hype, bro. Like the over that's like when you start saying shit like if you have, I'm gonna probably do a video tomorrow, maybe Billy with Rob Parker and them and these dudes. This clown literally said Eli Manning was better than Breeze. Not only did he say that, but he said that Drew Brees is not even a top 10 fucking quarterback.
I mean, see, even he knows that's not true because he's a journalist. He gets Hall of Fame votes, and he probably voted for Drew to be first ballot. Eli, I think Eli's approaching like his second or third ballot, something like that, to get in the Hall of Fame now.
Exactly. Just because he had 1, 2, 3 good seasons, Eli and him had good defense. Because what motherfucking Michael Strahan was on that defense and all that
Bro,
shit.
he had
Jason Pierre
receivers.
Paul.
He had receivers in that motherfucker too.
Yeah, Mario Manningham. They had people like that making like damn shit.
Not gonna lie, but when the two Manning brothers were in like the end of their careers, Eli Manning had OBJ in his prime, bro, and that was kind of clean, a clean offense he had.
It was a good offense, but they lost the Giants' way. They lost their way towards the end with Eli. They were letting teams come in there and put up a shit ton of points on them, and then Eli, he started. I attribute that more so to coaching than really anything. Eli started to kind of make a lot of really stupid decisions.
Oh, so follow.
He's 500 for his career for a reason, and most of those losses
Right.
came at the end of his career. But there's no way anybody could tell me that Eli is better than Drew. I'd actually question if you have brain damage. That's me here.
I think Brady was saying that because he beat him when he was undefeated.
Right, but he still only scored 21 points at the most. I think 21 in one game, 17
And
in the other.
17 in another game. Like 17 is not no you going fucking crazy.
One thing I do like Brady did though was in that Kansas City game, he walked in there and beat the dog shit out of the Chiefs. Though I'll give the props to him for that one.
But we don't even know if Mahomes possessed the ball. We don't even know if he get passed out. How that overtime shit was set up.
Hold on. See. Hold on. What was it? Yeah, I mean the score. No, I'm talking about that Tampa game. That score was 31-9, dog. That score was 31-9, bro. Tom went in there and did his thing on that one, but I gotta take and then the Rams game is just, Jared Goff's ass. Um, Nick Foles whooped his ass. He beat an Atlanta team that shouldn't have even been in the fucking playoffs. I don't know where that season came from because
Yeah.
they haven't even. I don't even think they've had a positive. After that season, I don't think they've had a
They
positive
lost to
record.
in the Eagles in the wild card division round after that. That was the last time they went. They lost to that Nick Foles team.
Right. No, I'm saying like I don't think after that, I don't think they've even been positive. Like the record, I think they've
Oh
been below
yeah,
500 every season after that. And people keep putting them ahead of the Saints to win the South. Like even right now, a lot of people want the Falcons to win against us in the South, win out.
which is crazy.
But even like I said last time we were talking, even Vegas, the casinos have it's either us or Tampa. That's what their metrics are giving them.
This is the thing, bro. That's why I'm happy, man. You up here, dude, man. I do appreciate the ability to come up here.
Hmm.
And we these conversations need to be had. That's why I'm so glad that we now YouTube, like we could get a voice and stuff like that. As far as just, because it's if you leave it up to these media people and these, like you said, what they would call media puppets, you wouldn't know shit about. But the younger generation that's coming in, like the brother up here, like he know his shit. The brother got a lot of ball knowledge too. Say he that young.
Mhm.
But like a lot of people won't even know this shit because people just say shit and continue to pile up stuff and they don't even realize the whole totality of what they're saying. Like if I just pull up this stat alone say Tom Brady won all 7 Super Bowls with a top scoring defense. If you really want to go into it, we could really say he underachieved. Because if you got 17 times out of 23 seasons, right? That's like, bro, that is you should have won more Super Bowls than that. And not counting the Super Bowl, the two spy gates, not only the two spy gates, but what about if Marshawn Lynch had to get the ball handed to him? That's it.
Ooh.
That's a loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these. Look, I want y'all to look at this. The first Super Bowl, it was six. The second one, second, third, eighth, first.
Shout out Bill
16.2
Belichick.
points per game, seventh and eighth. And don't forget this, don't let this eight fool you, because Tampa Bay had the number one scoring defense.
Yep.
It was scoring deep, they were dominant. And it says Brady played for a top 10 scoring defense 17 times out of his 23 seasons, a major factor in his 7 rings.
And that shit is wild to me to see.
Come on, bro.
Every time I look at that stat, it kind of makes me mad, dog.
It's
Like
like, damn, dude, like you've been gifted. You should
again,
have
not
won more. Really, if you really want to be honest, like the motherfucker should have really won more.
those two Giants games. I'll say that much. If he was really like that, he
Come
should have
on,
won those two
bro.
Giants.
Come on. That's scared, Billy. Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell this nigga. Bro, if you was like that, you had Randy Moss and you gonna put up 14 fucking points, bro. That's a disappointment, bro. He would say, well, the defense gave up the play. It don't matter. You shouldn't be having 14 fucking points. The catch that David Tyree had caught, it would have been to go get a fucking onside kick. If you'd have been blowing them out, why are you that close to the Giants? Because you played a good defense and you got exposed.
And they game plan for your stupid ass, dog.
Game
They
plan for
got
your stupid ass. And that's what Tom Coughlin was a pretty good coach.
mm-hmm. They got him, bro. That's the only
I
thing I
mean,
can say. They
like,
got his ass.
really, this is crazy. They think we just buy. Yeah, of course, I like to breathe and root for my character. But when I really go into it, I hate, and when I tell you I hate when I really got legitimate points, I hate when, like, it don't disrespect Brees like that, bro. Don't you talking about the man ain't top 10?
That's
Bro,
crazy.
stop it.
It's not like we're talking about. It's not like we're up here saying Bobby Abears is a top 5 quarterback. It's not like
Right.
we're saying fucking Archie Manning is a top 5 quarterback all the time. We're talking
Right.
about a guy who statistically did things that people just haven't seen before, bro. And it probably won't ever happen again if you want me to be honest, because
It's not.
everybody talks about how pass happy the league is today, and I'm like, still, ain't nobody had more than one 5,000-yard season,
Come on, bro. Exactly.
and definitely not 3 straight, and certainly not 5 overall. I mean, like the shit is crazy.
Right. And then they get to the point where he exposed himself, right? Because he said something like, well,
Clutch.
time to play off the playoff. Okay, when we go to the playoffs, if y'all can see my screen, right?
Mhm.
Tom Brady finished in his career with an 89.8 passer rating. 89.
Yeah.
And then when we go to Drew Brees, he played in less playoff games. Oh, now he played like when he played in these games, a decent sample size. Don't make it like Drew Brees played in 2 playoff games. Stop.
He played 18. He almost played 20.
Exactly. When Drew Brees played in his playoff games, right? Where is it at? I might have to type in that shit. Thought it was up here. Let me go back. It was up here. You made me pull up all this fucking bullshit. Um, Drew Brees
That was a wild argument before I came in
playoff passer
between you
rating.
and King.
Wait, what happened? Per Will?
All right, 97.1 passer rating. That means in the playoffs he outperformed Brady. But for some reason Brady went to. How can that be possible? How can Drew Brees outperform Tom Brady in a playoff? In playoffs, if and Tom and he not making the Super Bowl? Well, it's easy. It's a team game, like Billy always preach. It's 11 on 11. But when we isolate a career, Drew Brees defense has held him back. His
You see,
defense has literally held him back. We could
but
go
that's why I
even
don't
further
even. That,
on the matter, right? Drew Brees' career playoff record 97.1. His lowest one, and that only dropped really because of that last game
mm-hmm.
against the Bucks that we're not
Yep.
holding because he got old. But when you go to this is just what I love going to let me go back to this stat. It said in 5 of his 8 playoff losses, Drew Brees' last drive of the game resulted in a touchdown or a field goal to put his team ahead or tie the game. Let's go to, and I ain't even gonna use the Chargers down. I'm just go to the Saints. Brees in 2011 put the Saints ahead with a 66-yard touchdown under 2 minutes remaining. 49ers drive and score on with 14 seconds remaining. Saints lose. Brees, 2017. We know the Minnesota Miracle, bro. Look at this shit. So that's and what is this? Drew Brees, even at 2019, ends regulation with a game time field goal when the Vikings and Brees didn't even possess the ball in overtime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times. And how many playoff games he played? So 5 times he did it. He did that. In his 8, that's the losses. We're not talking about the wins because the wins, he got the job done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
3 games, right? He did, and then we could, that's not even factoring the Seattle game that he lost to on that Beastquake shit. I mean, what are we talking about here, bro?
You see, but this is why I kind of don't even like having these conversations, is because, like, in one instance, people would love to bring up the stats, but then when the stats don't serve their argument, then what do they fall back on?
Mm-hmm.
The rings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't argue with the rings, man. Look, I don't know what you want me to say about the rings. He got 7 of them bitches. Good
He
job,
got 7
bro.
of them bitches because of the team.
like, and you know, but they don't want to hear that. And like, you know, just for the sake of the conversation, I don't like holding the rings and the teams against him. Because I don't have to do that. I could just pull up the individual stats from 04 to 2020 when they were both in the league, when they were both playing, and Drew's leading. But if you want to bring it, but if they always want to bring in these team statistics, you know, they can do that. I'll see that side of the argument, but I don't think that makes Drew Brees' case for being the best ever any worse, because he had fucking 5,000-yard seasons. Nobody's ever done that.
Exactly.
If they were so easy to do, everybody would have at least 3 of them bitches, right?
Yep. The whole league, I think, got 4. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's a stupid argument. Like you said, they think we trying to just, it's not just take credit, but it's the fact that if Breeze had the same, was gifted with the same offensive talent, defensive talent, bro, Drew promise you, Drew Brees could have won about 10 or 12 Super Bowls, bro. Just all picked, he would have been dominant, bro, because he would have had everything around him. He would have he literally had everything. A lot of people don't even say, even with Patrick Mahomes, if you really want to be technical, Patrick Mahomes was lighting it up. He was more flashy than Brady as far as he had more yards. He was more dominant. But when it comes down to when you start asking Travis Kelce, the best tight end, um, Tyreek Hill, and then you start taking away that because the Jerry Stevens, the top corner in the league, and they had top 10 defenses too a lot of the time when he had it. But not the same the concept about Patrick Mahomes. It's the fact when you have the better team and the better roster, you can be dominant. And like they were gifted to have all of that, bro. They put it's like they Brady thrived. It's one his fault he thrived in the situation that they gave him.
Right.
But you can't take away credit from other people that wasn't gifted into the same system to make them more productive. And then when I asked the motherfucker, who's better, Terry Bradshaw, right, or Drew Brees, he not even in the conversation with him. So you got people talking about Super Bowls matter, but Terry Bradshaw only got 3 less than him. He literally got 4, but the Steel Curtain carried his ass. Come on, bro. Nick Foles. What about Dan Marino has no rings, but yet they say Dan Marino has no rings, but Nick Foles got a ring. They both retired. Who better,
Look at
Dan
what
Marino or Nick Foles?
J2 just put in the chat.
Let me see.
This last comment. He said, type in Google Brees highlights. You would think it's an AI video, but that shit was real, dog. We
Right.
saw it. And that's what I'm saying. Like people love to come out here, and this is how I know you don't know ball. Or at the very least, you did not even bother to watch the Saints
Right.
before you said this stupid shit. People say shit like Drew had a noodle arm. Where? How do you throw for 5,000 yards with a fucking noodle arm? You know how hard that shit is, dude?
With a what?
With a noodle arm. People say Drew's arm was a noodle. I'm like, you just say that shit because the only thing you know about him is, oh, he got hurt with the Chargers and ended up failing a physical for Miami and then ended up coming here. And then you stopped watching the fucking games. You said, I'm not going to follow his career anymore. We were probably the quietest 13 win, 11 win, 10, 11 win team for years because people just didn't bother to turn on the fucking games, you know. And I'm not hating on people for not turning on Saints games. I mean, if you're not from Louisiana, you honestly you might not even know that we have a team. But it is mystifying to me when people make these arguments. But Dap J2 Dap P60, yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. Drew Brees' highlights. That's like oh shit, what was dude from West Virginia? Dude from West Virginia. He had that crazy mixtape back in the day. He came in the league, played for the Rams. Damn, bro. Tavon Austin, I think his name was, bro. Bro, we beat Brady in I think didn't we sweep Tampa that year? That the year that
Yeah, we
Tampa
swept
came into
Tampa.
play.
Tom Brady never beat us in the regular season. He never beat
Man,
us in the regular season.
what the fuck? I knew Drew was leading in the series, but I didn't know that they never beat us. God damn. Or, Tom never beat us. Shout out Noodle Arm Breeze, bro. Shout out.
And if Jared Cook don't fumble that ball, that game go another way. Remember, we was up 20-13, y'all.
Yeah, man. I told you, don't even say that name around me, dog. And there's a reason why I didn't read that comment all the way. I hate Jared Cook.
I hate Batista bomb that motherfucker.
Man, Jared Cook came here and really screwed us, dog.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Nah, man, shit. The draft is only a week and some change away.
Right.
No more speculation. We're about to know exactly what the future of the Saints is for 2026. Everybody put in the chat who y'all want y'all's team to draft this year, man. Tyrone, Strive and Skate.
Play Denver Broncos.
What did he say? I didn't hear you.
Denver Broncos.
Oh, your team is the Broncos?
Correct.
Type in the chat who you want them to draft. I think they pick, 26? 25, 26, something like that. While Izzy gets his setup straight. Yeah, we swept him, yep. He'll be back, guys. I hope.
You hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I had to get on my laptop. My phone, this phone finna die. But yeah, that's what you think? What you was saying, brother?
Oh, I was just talking to the chat a little bit. Tyrone just asked if I heard the shit. We could talk about that, honestly. Did you hear about the?
Oh, I think I seen something about the dude got in a car accident. What the fuck? Damn, that's gonna fuck.
Yeah, You know,
Tyler was this one.
I'll give a quick piece on how I feel about the Ruben Bain situation while you're getting situated. But I think it's really awful that some NFL exec or some reporter really wanted to get some clout off of Ruben Bain this way. And I really think it's disgusting that they would
What you
bring
mean
the
they got
family
clout
back,
off of him?
Well, so they're talking about how this incident happened in 2024 and he was, cleared of any wrongdoing with the incident, but he got in a car accident basically.
Oh,
And there was a girl, I believe it was a girl who was in his passenger seat who ended up having to be put in a medically induced coma. She passes away a couple months later, and the family has commented now. They're saying like, "Look, we just want everybody to respect our privacy and all that." But it's a pretty common thing in the journalism world for cold calls to happen where people just they call the family and bother them about a situation that where one of their family members died. And I think it really is awful that that's happening again. It doesn't even really. I'm not even really mad about them trying to drag Ruben Bain's name through the mud, but I just kind of think it's gross that the family has to like relive something that they've been trying to get over for 2 years, where they lost a daughter, they lost a granddaughter, a niece. And it does make me sad at how cutthroat the NFL business is,
well,
though.
I'm confused on what. Like, I thought this was some recent shit. So
No, this happened in 2024.
no, I thought this was. I thought he got the car accident and broke his arms or something. I thought this was like yesterday, like today. So I'm.
No,
What's
they're reporting on something that happened in 2024.
so what? Why, for what though?
I mean, look, that's the question, isn't it?
The slander of the tongue.
That's what it is. In my opinion, that's what I think it is. I think it's just an effort by some NFL executives to make Ruben Bain fall to them. That's the only thing I can
That's
see.
still kind of dirty, man, to do that shit, to bring that. I mean, that it wasn't his fault. I mean, what was it? Like, what happened? Like, he was
Well, so
intoxicated or
no, so initially he was cited at the scene of the accident. He was cited for reckless operation or careless operation, but later on, he literally was cleared of everything. Like all the charges were dismissed. And this was before Ruben Bain really started popping off, because it wasn't until that season of 2024 where he really kind of became Ruben Bain and everybody,
right.
found out who he was and everything like that. But I mean, we've seen the way college and the NFL handle situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Handle situations like that when people end up dying in tragic situations and a and a player happens to be involved. They typically don't really show any leniency. I mean, we've seen guys get suspended from the NCAA for a whole lot less than that if they were actually found to have done something wrong. But I mean, like I still personally, I would love us to grab Ruben Bain if he's there at 8. On the football side of things. But like I say, God rest that woman's soul, and I hope that her family's okay. But yeah, I would love to grab Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs if he falls to us, or Jeremiah Love if he falls to us. But I know you guys are team receivers, so I'll let Izzy go.
Right. Yeah, like I said, it is. It's got really real. It's very sad. Only on Saint chance like this is real talk like this happening. Yup, gotta bring it out. Shout out to Billy. And what, like I was saying, bro. Like you said, it's that's why I'm glad we got the channel to express different stuff with the media. It's like I said, let me tell y'all something. The media is rigged. The media is no different from when I tell y'all about this. When I say rigged, my definition of rigged is a little different. I don't believe that the NFL, the entire NFL, is tampered with. I believe that certain players are in on it. You seen it kind of with Chauncey Billups. I'm not saying this guy is guilty or not. But certain players are in on it. Certain players are not. You can't tell me the whole league is fucking rigged. Some players will lose their mind if they found out that, because some of the guys take this shit more serious. But certain referees are in it, just like you said, what happened with us, with that situation. What happened when we got fucked over? Remember, we got fucked over by the Rams and shit like that. Shit, the refs was on their side that game. If it come down to a close call, they'll throw the flag in there. But when it come down to, I mean, just in general, like the media, bro, they gon' like Travis Etienne. Like only Rich Eisen talked about this shit. If this dude went to the Chiefs, they would have been
Shit.
talking about it. Like the Cowboys made some bullshit signing, but yet they still glazing the Cowboys. You mean tell me Travis Etienne, the top 2 running back in the free agency, right? Get signed and no mainstream media, like First Things First, Colin Coward. None of these guys talk about this shit. Like that's how you know it's an agenda to not just get the Saints out of the media. This is crazy. Like we had the best offseason, bro, of any other team. We signed the top guard, a top 5 guard in the league, a
Yep.
top 10 running back, right? A top 5 linebacker, a top 10 linebacker, and nobody talking about none of the moves that we made. Like just flying under the radar. Tyler Shuck, they talking so much about Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. And it's not the shit on Shador. Like I think Shador could be a good quarterback, but he had 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 10 touchdowns. And that's not the shit on him. I'm just saying, like, you would think that the media would talk about the quarterback that played the best. Quarterback is the most important position. We're not gonna talk about the quarterback that played the best last year in Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
across the sample size, he had the best season. I mean, when Jackson Dart is up here throwing 44 fucking yards in a game, Tyler Shuck is tripping, dog. He was going crazy the entire last half of the season.
Right, and it's just bad. I hate when they disrespect us. Not only do I hate when they disrespect us, but I'd be wanting to, you know what I'm saying? I like to wake up and see my team in the media, you know what I'm saying? Give me more to do, give me more channels to watch. But it just, you know, when it comes like this to a point, it's like, dude, I can't wait till this shit get back on popping, bro. Like after the draft, I can't wait till we show these motherfuckers what the deal is, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I think that'll be a lot sooner rather than later. People will have to talk about us. You know, once we start beating their darling teams, just like last year, we swept the Panthers. They were forced to talk about us. We went 1-1 with Tampa. They had to talk about us.
Right.
You know, I hope that we get next year. I think it's very possible for us to get the clean sweep of the division. I think we could go undefeated against our division right now.
Yeah, of course.
Todd Bowles, you know, as much, and I hate to talk about a brother like this, but but Todd Bowles, he's not it. He's not it for Tampa. They have issues, and a lot of their issues stem from coaching. Yeah. Baker, he gets hurt. I love Baker, but the guy, he plays with too much of a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
he's not big enough to take these hits, and it's obvious that come week 12, he's basically done. I mean, his shoulders are getting all fucked up. Michael Penix, I never liked him. I don't think he's going to be very good. And Tua, I think they got worse by putting Tua on that time.
It's gonna be an inconsistent roster. I mean, they ain't gonna know who they want to get. Bryce Young, this motherfucker looked like Shawn Michaels one week, and the next week Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy is fucked up. These guys are,
they ranked the Steelers at one.
Huh?
What did Tyrone say?
They that's fun and free agency wise. I don't know how.
I mean, I know they got Jamel Dean. They did get Jamel Dean,
but that's it. And Michael Pittman. But I mean, that's not. That should be more than that. If you go position for position, if you go player, running back, you see him and Jamel Dean could be equivalent. But the pieces that fit for free agency, I mean, y'all lost Ozzie Ciamalo. That was a good guard y'all had. Y'all best guard. I don't know how y'all gonna replace y'all line.
But the Steelers, they had a decent free agency, but they gave him one. I'm not gonna argue with them.
Probably because they got Rico Dowell, but I mean, we didn't see Rico Dowell, come up flat in a lot. We've shut his ass down. He's easy to shut down
completely.
He can have a monster game, right? But he can get shut down too. He could be cold as a motherfucker. But I mean, they made some decent moves. But I mean,
I think that Jamel Dean move is actually crazy. I can't believe Tampa let them grab that motherfucker.
And is this motherfucking Aaron Rodgers still waiting to be like?
Dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I was him, I'll stone cold stunner that motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, if you Omar Khan, bro, I'd have to beat his ass.
I would have to beat that motherfucker ass, but I'm gonna get ready to get off here, man. My food just got here.
All right,
bro.
What
I'm saying?
What you got?
The McDonald's.
McDeezy?
McDeezy. They said they took some of the unhealthy shit out of there, so I'm gonna believe them.
A quarter pounder?
2 double quarter pounders with cheese, 2 fries, 2 hot and spicy, and ice cream.
Shit, I'm about to go eat me some spaghetti.
But I appreciate y'all for coming in here, man. We're gonna be back. We're gonna do this again tomorrow, man. Probably 9 o'clock. I do appreciate y'all for coming in here, man. This was good debate. Billy's always a good time, brother. When you come on here, man, I love you, brother. I
Yes,
love the
sir,
chat
man.
too.
Salute, Mr. Izzy. I'll catch you tomorrow, brother.
All right, bro. We're gonna probably talk some draft shit tomorrow, man, because it's lit. But I appreciate y'all. Look, who that to the nation, y'all? Who that? You know what I'm saying? Who that to you too, TK? Because I know you want to convert soon. But I'm out. Who that, y'all?
Who that?
I don't know why this thing don't let me end the damn stream from here.